Good morning. Good morning. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, chat. I'm still trying to sort out a bunch of shit, bro. I'm still trying to sort out a bunch of settings on this shit, trying to make sure everything works properly. Oh my god, how are you guys doing today, chat? Chat. How are you guys doing today? My god, you said I gotta start using the emotes, bro. Regardless, y'all ain't using them shits. Every content creator that got a bunch of emotes in their at their arsenal, people don't be using them shits. That's why they don't make more emotes. Oh my gosh, hold on. Hold on, let me put on my headphones. Bro, I was supposed to stream yesterday. Then come to find out, my PC had on the graphics card, there was one HDMI port, 3 DVI ports. Automatically, I was like, alright, bro. You said, oh, I forgot to do this. Hold on. You see, this is the good thing about fixing a bunch of settings. You said I had to get new cords. Yeah, bro. I had to get the what's that shit called? I had to get fucking the display ports, the HDMI converters. That shit was annoying, but we got it, and we don't gotta deal with it anymore. Hold on, chat. I'm looking for, you see, this is the good thing on why I'm doing this shit now, because now I get to see all this shit. Oh my god, wait a minute. New Year's happened. How's your guys' New Year's? Where's the audio? You say you worked? Hold on. Let me see if I can have the audio come in. Alright, there's the audio. You can hear it low. I had to work. I ain't do shit. Bro, I saw somebody post up footage of Manhattan, how it looked in New Year's. They said Manhattan was empty, bro. They said the only spot that had people was like the center of Times Square. But they said like usually, because I'm not gonna lie, you said only tourists was out there, but I heard it was dead though. Like I'm telling you, when I was like between the ages of like 18 to 22, I think, I remember I went there one time with my cousin, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. Real New Yorkers never go to the ball drop. They probably go once in their life to see how it feels, and then when they go, they're like, fuck this shit. I'm never doing this shit again. People learned that it wasn't worth it. Bruh. Y'all hear the music, right, chat? Damn, how can I get my soundboard to work? I think it's... Maybe people learned that shit wasn't worth it. Let me see. My dad asked me. You said your dad asked what to go? You said what's up, Unky? I want to go to the ball drop to experience it once. After that, I'm done. Now I'm telling you, bro, like, look, I'm not gonna lie. If anything, this might be the best time to go, because at least you'll be close enough to the ball drop to see it. You said show us your new PC specs. Damn, you guys really want to know my PC specs? I gotcha. Processor is a 9300 3DX. What is it, like a Ryzen 7? 32 gigs DDR5 RAM, GPU, drum roll please, 5070 Ti, baby. And then we got 2 terabytes of SSD. Damn, I still can't play my soundboard sounds. You said I downloaded a 32 gigabyte movie yesterday and it took you 15 hours? Nah, your internet is cooked. It took you 15 hours to download a 32 gigabyte movie? What year are you in? You said I could be able to play on 1440p with this card. Look, here's my thing with this card. I'm not trying to go crazy. I'm trying to play games and make sure that when I'm playing games, it looks good on stream. Shit ain't looking creepy. Shit ain't looking dookie. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure like a bunch of artifacting ain't happening and the shit looking chopped. I'm trying to make sure just shit running smooth. Oh, one thing is for sure, bro. When I started playing Nikke on this PC, when I tell you those menus were snappy. Those menus were snappy. I was like, oh shit. Where the hell is my thing? Where's my soundboard? Hold on, give me a sec, chat. What do I got this on there? Hold on. Window. What was I gonna do? That movie was ran 1985. What are you talking about? Oh, that's why. That shit was hiding like a bitch. Easy 22 months, WNU PC, bro. Nah, look, the upgrade had to happen, bro. The upgrade with this PC had to happen. Because regardless, it's like every other day there's another article talking about everything's gonna go up in price, bro. And I was just like, I can't wait anymore. And I wouldn't be surprised if the PC I get within like the next month or so, who knows? They might say, oh, the price fucking doubled. I'm not trying to play that shit. You said, aren't you going to school? Not now, but in like a couple months. RAM about to cost more than a Nintendo Switch 2. Aren't you gonna go full-time streaming? Yeah, because I'm gonna have to go doing school shit. You said RIP building my PC then? That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to build my PC, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. Getting this PC and all I had to do was take it out the box and the shit was all beautiful wire management up. I was like, bro, I don't think I'm ever building a PC again. Fuck that. I am not gonna be on no Linus Tech Tip bullshit. Fuck that, especially with the prices. Fuck that. I'd rather buy a pre-built. Fuck that. I seen PC parts go, bro. Like now my old PC. What I got in my old PC, bro? A GTX 1080. I'm gonna try to haggle somebody and sell that 1080 and make it seem like it's like a 5070 or some shit. I don't know, bro. I seen PC parts from $100 go to a whole band. You said I was lucky enough to build mine after the crypto and before AI. You said how much the pre-built? Shit, it was pricey. It was like about 2,300 before taxes. Shit was pricey, bro. But at the end of the day, I had to make the purchase because I'm like, I'm not waiting for the shit to keep going up in prices. Also, I got on my Best Buy card. I got it with my Best Buy card. So I got mad time to pay that shit off. And I can take my sweet ass time. I love getting my shit with my Best Buy card, bro. I went with my gut to build my PC in June of last year. That's good, bro. That's also the goal, bro. Like, to make the money back to pay this off, I just gotta grind and stream him. It's like nothing too crazy. Should have done it with Micro Center. I know, probably, but at that point, I like, because look, here's the thing. The closest Micro Center I have to me is near like the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm not driving that far, bro. I'm in Queens. That's a long drive, and then I gotta drive all the way down Atlantic Avenue, and Atlantic Avenue gets uglier and uglier the farther you drive into that bitch. The farther away you get from Queens, look, the more you head towards Brooklyn in New York on Atlantic Avenue, the uglier shit starts getting. Micro Center's like 20 miles from me. How long will the stream be? I don't know. You asking me these questions like you're gonna be here the whole stream, Kless. You know you're not. Oh my God, hold on. I don't got a dramatic boom. I'm gonna have to get that shit another time. I'm just gonna have to play this. High key pissed I have no Micro Center close to me. Best I got is Best Buy or some Costco. Same. Same. The closest Best Buy to me is like 10 minutes driving. So I was like, fuck it, let me go. And then mind you, when I got it from Best Buy, I didn't want them to deliver it to me. I went to go pick it up. I picked that bitch up yesterday. Look, the Best Buy yesterday opens at 10. I was there like 10:15, bro. The store was just opening. There was like 3 employees. I'm like, yo, I'm here to pick my shit up. Give me my shit, bro. They scanned my shit. They gave it to me. I left. I was walking out of that Best Buy with a big ass box looking like a toddler with like a Lego set. Oh my God, bro. Fa sound effect. I think that shit's still here. Still got that shit. I just need the Vine boom. Bro, chat. Yo, is you saw Nikkei? I didn't play any of the Nikkei event. I didn't play any of the Nikkei event. 2. That Snow White looking kind of diesel. I tried pulling so many times for that Snow White, bro. I got shafted like, oh my God, dude. I am not getting that unit. You said, bro, you missing out. It's goated. What are your pulls with Snow? Ass. I got complete ass yesterday, bro. I didn't get anything I wanted. You said Snow is breaking the meta? Dude, I'm trying to roll for her. Right now, currently, I got so much gold mileage tickets, but I don't want to use them, bro. I'm like, you got a MLB in 40 pulls, you lucky bum. Best water unit next to Doro, next to Shotgun Doro. Give me a sec, chat. Let's look a little bit at this shit. Oh my God, bro. Dude, when I saw that Snow White's burst animation for the first time, I had chills. Yo, I had chills when I saw that burst animation for the first time, because it's kind of like, bro, it's like you gotta know the backstory and the context. Dude, it's like motherfuckers who see that burst, who probably like is playing the game for the first time, they probably like, oh man, she looking a little mad. I'm like, no, bro, you had to have been there. You said it's me, Francha, a Russian soldier. Hello, gentle foreigners. Oh my God, say on God, we got a Russian soldier? You said she's unhinged now? I don't know, bro. All right, let's see what the hell's going on in the world. This is Faker has hidden motion. Esports star Faker has been awarded the medal by South Korea. Sonic Faker? Okay. You said watch Retro be seen on the commute to everyday work. You said New York people are so wild. Old lady ate her up and gagged the whole bus.
It does not matter, miss. You don't know what happened, so you just saying anything.
Y'all hear the audio? I gotta make sure all this shit works.
You need to die.
She said you need to what? She said you need to what? So she said you need to die.
It does not matter, miss. You don't know what happened, so you just saying anything. You don't know what happened.
You need to die. That's what I'm telling you.
Bitch, suck my dick. You need to die.
Ooh. Yo, old heads be killing me, bro. She was probably thinking that in her head, like, because you know old heads don't got crazy insults, so they gotta like think of just like anything. So they probably was like, fuck, what's the most fucked up shit I could say right now? You need to die. You need to die. That's such an old head shit to say, bro. Like, and then she hit her with the suck my dick.
You need to die. That's what I'm telling you.
Bitch, suck my dick. You need to die. Stop playing with me now. I'm about to start slapping. Stop playing with me. Word to everything. Suck my dick. It does not matter.
Yo, nah, dude. I'd be fucking giggling in the fucking bus if I hear that shit. She sound mad aggressive. Nah, suck my dick. Hold on to that PS5 like crazy. You see, look at this shit. PlayStation 5 ROM keys leaked? What do you mean ROM keys leaked? Wait, Sony can't fix this with a software update for existing consoles because it's part of the physical chip. It makes it a lot easier for hackers to study how the PS5 starts up and protects itself. Wait a minute, that's a good thing, because if anything, that means that we're about to have PlayStation 5 homebrew real soon. Yup. Look, that don't sound bad to me. Once they find out these exploits, once they find out them exploits, we're about to homebrew this bitch. This could speed up work, things like homebrew, fan-made games, apps, better emulators, playing PS5 games on PC are eventually full jailbreaks. Right now, it doesn't mean that you can't suddenly pirate games or fully hack your PS5. There are still many other locks in the system. I ain't gonna lie, I got 2 PS5s. If I'm gonna try this shit, when it does happen in the future, I'm trying this shit on my base PS5. I ain't trying that shit on the other one. The base PS5 that I got day one, I'm most certainly trying this exploit shit out. But you said Astrobot on PC? That would be good, bro. Astrobot on PC. That'd be interesting. He says, you're too old to have fun in 2026. That's what they say.
No, you're not.
Oh my God, is that I'm Dante? Yo, I remember when people used to, like, I used to see memes of I'm Dante, like, constantly pausing a video, and I really was, like, one of those people that was like, nah, I don't think I'm Dante does that much. Nah, there was a 1 hour video I remember one day that he had to watch. When I tell you, 2 hours passed, and he was still like within the first 10 minutes of the video because he kept on pausing and talking. Yo, I had to click off the stream. I'm not gonna lie. I had to click off the stream, bro. I was like, no way. I'm like, he is not gonna finish this video. And this is an hour-long video. You said he made a movie out of the Fantastic Four trailer. You said just like me, bro. I do the same shit. Come on, man. What kind of Avengers ass intro is this?
Yo, the only thing old about this whole space of content creating and streaming is the old jokes that come.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I've been thinking of now doing video formats like this, probably like for shorts. But I gotta get my green screen though. My green screen, if I get my green screen back and I could throw a green screen backdrop and have like dumb goofy shit behind me, bro, I could probably go crazy. I gotta ask my pops for my Elgato green screen.
Come with it. And not only am I talking from a standpoint.
You said the typical mic format. Hey, bro, if it's not broke, don't fix it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. One thing I don't want to do is sit on the floor looking like a monk creating videos.
Of just seeing it happen to other people. But yes, bitch, personally as well. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, I've been doing this for about 10 years. I am 33 years old.
Can't you see what's going on here?
Damn, bro. I'm older than bro by like 4 or 5 months, but we the same year.
Yes, bitch. Is that a problem?
This man is dying.
Also, why when I Google my name, you guys are asking if I have a kid? And not only that, it says I have a son named Demir, sometimes spelled Demir. No, it's not sometimes spelled Demir. It is spelled Demir.
I will eat your babies, bitch!
I just don't get why in some people's head they're under the assumption that once you reach a certain age, you should stop having fun.
Nigga, did I just catch you having fun?
No, look, I agree with that. And I remember when I was younger, they used to do that to me. Especially, yo, that shit made no sense. I remember when I was younger, bro, I had like a cousin / uncle from like my cousin's side of the family type shit. Mind you, this was like the time where like, I'm thinking like Halo 3 is out. I'm trying to think of like games that were probably out in that time that I was playing a lot. Dance Dance Revolution, Mario Mix, maybe. Right? Dude, he used to come up to us and be like, yo, why y'all playing video games still? Mind you, we're like between the ages of like 13 and 16. And I'm like, bro, you coming at us because we playing video games when we fucking kids. And now as an adult, I still play video games. Fuck. More of the story. Let me enjoy my shit though. God damn, bro. If I'm old enough to make my own money and I want to enjoy my shit with said money, bro, that's why like my Christmas gift to myself was this PC. Everybody online, all the girls was posting pictures. Oh, I got a Chanel bag. Oh, I got some stupid ass Pandora bracelets. Dudes out here flexing their sneakers. I got myself a PC. You said people to tell you to stop having fun, even when you are a kid, especially if you're the oldest child in the family. Maybe that's what it was. I was the oldest child in the family, and they used to be on my ass telling me, like, yo, stop playing video games. Boomer mindset, can't have fun at all. It's all about grind and work. But then they could watch sports, though, which makes no sense. They'd be like, hey, bro, stop playing video games. But they watch soccer and sports and all this other shit. You said mom board in 1960 asked me why I still play games at the age of 14. Now I'll be watching shows. Either they look like, you said they look like they for kids or too violent. I don't know, bro. But old heads always say shit like that, but then next time you catch an old head sitting down watching TV, tell them that shit and watch how mad they're going to get. They're going to be sitting down watching The Price is Right. Be like, Mama, why are you watching The Price is Right? Get up and do some dishes. Stop having fun. She's going to be like, what? What? You said I love having money as an adult because I like buying shit to collect like Beyblades and Gundam. That's what it is, bro. When you're an adult, you got adults spending money and then you could just do whatever you want. Especially, look, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I know sometimes, like, me, I talk about relationships. I would love to be in a relationship. But right now, I'm not in a relationship. So, being a dude that's single, that got his own money, bro, you could just spend it on whatever the fuck you want, bro. Like, that shit feels so good. That shit feels so good. Like my savings right now look so nice. I don't got to spend that shit on nobody but myself. I remember the last screening of Trials of the Sky Chapter 1 and you decided to skip it. What? The last screening of Trials of the Sky Chapter 1 and you decided to skip it? Francha, when did I skip that? You said get yourself a girl who will play games with you. Bro, you know how hard is it to find somebody like that? And mind you, it's like every girl that's like that is most likely taken. 2, I'm not even that shallow, bro. I know there be some girls out here thinking like, yo, dudes is shallow, bro. I'm not that shallow, bro. You could be a little chunky. As long as you're pretty and you make me smile, that's all I care about, bro. Just find someone like that in the chat. Imagine I just start cherry picking in the chat. Akuro, I got you. Akuro, you will be mine. Akuro in my mouth getting sloshed. I'm tweaking, bro. It's too early for this.
You should stop going outside. You should stop playing games. Now, there's a few things that happen on the internet with creators when this constantly keeps happening. Creators start to feel like they need to hide their age because they don't want to get judged. Like, imagine being ashamed.
I'm 33, bro. I'm old as shit. Call me Unctro. I don't give a fuck, bro. Get me a cane. Get me a cane. And you know what's the best part about me? The best part about me is I gotta tell people my age. They can't even tell how old I am because I still look that good. Because I still look that good. Bro, I still gotta tell people my age. Like, they don't even think I'm that old. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Motherfuckers see me, they still thinking I'm in my 20s. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm in the land of the dead. I'm 30 years old, bro. I'm about to die soon.
Of how old you are. I'm assuming that a lot of these viewers, the people that have time to even watch streams and shit like that, have to be children. So to them, anything over 25 is super old. But goddamn, it gets to the point where it's like, what do you expect to happen as soon as you get into your 20s? The way the internet is moving, you need to be having a house by 25, 3 kids by 30, and retire.
No, not even. Not even. They saying you need to have all that by like 23, 22. Like, I remember motherfuckers was clowning people like in this generation, like people who are like 21, 22, and they will flame them like, you still living with your mom and dad? I'm like, yes, I'm 21, 22. I'm not a fucking rich kid with a bunch of money, parents' bank account. Like, what the fuck? You said I had a lady at my last job think I was still in high school. Only 33-year-olds looking mad old is ones that smoke crazy cigs and stuff. You said, damn, dude, you got like 2 years before retirement.
Retired by 32. I've been wanting to talk about this for a minute because I feel like since hitting 30,
This man is dying.
and reaching unk status, it's turned from something small to where anything they do, they too old to be doing it. Now, I don't know where some of these people getting their references.
I don't care, bro. I'll tell people I'm 33 years old and I'll still do that fucking, what's that one dance that Ganondorf does? Suavemente. The fucking Suavemente shit. I hit this shit. Bro, it's like, the thing about life is you gotta not care about what other people think. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna die. At the end of the day, the person who's saying that you're cringe is going to die too. And you have one life to live and you got to utilize that time, because that's another thing. You never know when you're going to go. Utilize that time, have as much fun as possible. Try to create as much smiles, try to spread as much positivity. Motherfuckers trying to like downplay people and try to like dim their light because they're like, oh, that's cringe. Bro, who cares? Just let people live their life. As long as they're not hurting people, that's all that matters, bro. Oh, you said I think I'm big. It's big money for the young. It's shameful to waste it. Enjoy it while you're still young. That's another thing with money. Sometimes people are in a constant mentality of saving, aka me. But sometimes you got to spend that money because you don't want to die, and then that shit goes to the government.
I don't know if they are projecting, but I will let you know right now. The closer you get to 30 doesn't mean the closer you need to get to being depressed and sad and hating the world. I think a lot of people aren't living the life that they want to live already at the early age of 18, 19, or 20. And to see people who are older than them enjoying their life is a shock to them. I don't know if they're not seeing it with their parents, but just because mommy and daddy are fighting and hating life and hate their job and take it out on you and shit doesn't mean that's how the rest of the world operates.
True,
I think a lot of the internet people get their insight on movies and TV shows where it's always the disgruntled old guy hunched over in his office chair, typing and pushing papers at a dead-end job with a wife that he hates. But I promise you, that doesn't have to be the life that you live or the life that you project onto others. Now, there will be those who swear by it that it's just jokes and it's not that deep. Their favorite go-to line. But it gets to a point where, as someone who's in their 30s,
This man is dying.
what's the joke? Where's the funny? If it ain't that deep, why does it keep getting spammed? I'm not mad about it. It's just like annoying. Annoying enough to where I want to talk about it. I am a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z. I am currently getting into anime on my Patreon, watching shows such as Attack on Titan.
Oh! You could do that? You could make a Patreon and just upload the shit and Patreon won't take your shit down? Yeah? Man.
JJK.
Wait, can you stream on Patreon? No? So I'm gonna have to like stream this shit, secret stream. If I was to even consider it, not saying I'm trying to do that, but if I was to even consider something like that, I'm gonna have to do a secret stream, save the secret stream, take it down, and then I'm gonna have to upload it onto the Patreon. I think that's what I have to do. Bro's doing a reaction to a reaction. Yo, class, you SOB. Yo. You just have to record your reactions and upload them. I don't know, bro. I feel like it hit different with the live chat being there. But you know what? Probably that's what I got to do. I got to go the old way where it's just recording and then uploading.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Your organs were taken away as a testament to your sin, and they cannot be brought back. But I did rearrange your entrails somewhat to improve the flow of blood.
This nigga.
See, look how he doing this stream. So he's streaming to people. Is he doing this on Discord maybe? What is this, Instagram?
Rearranged her guts? Nigga, he's a cuck. Am I too old to be doing that? Should I in fact be reacting to the fucking news? Netflix documentaries? No, bitch, it's free fucking will. Now, like I said, I've been dealing with this since I've turned 30.
This man is dying.
But I haven't seen people deal with this as
and upload it to Patreon.
Upload it to Patreon. How's the stream been looking so far, chat? Been looking buttery?
much as I seen Senna and Valkyrie deal with it. I remember seeing this a while ago, and it was just...
Bro, Senna, oh my God. Yo, there be times where I'll be like, yo, every time I see Senna clips, I'm like, I don't want to see the Senna clips. She a little too bad. I think Senna bad, bro. I think Senna bad, bro. I think Senna's so bad, bro. You said retro gooning? Bro, look, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. In this streaming space, there is a lot of attractive women in this streaming space, bro. Valkyrie, I've been... Yo, since before Valkyrie blew up, I remember when I saw her ass playing Fortnite, I was like, oh, she bad. And then look where she is today. I was like, fuck, bro. Pokimane, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't there. But I was there like when Pokimane was already kind of big. Have I moved on from Pokimane? Hey, man, be quiet, bro. Then we got Senna. She a baddie, bro. Nina Lynn fine, too? I think she fine. Nina Lynn fine, but she got that hell of aggressive voice, but that's that New York in her. But I think she's very attractive. I don't know how... It's crazy how she could just, like, turn it on and turn it off. You know what I'm saying? Where, like, Nina, she could just stand still, pose, and you be like, my God, she's gorgeous. Then the second her mouth open, she's like, yo, what's going on, everybody? Yo, back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. And I'm like, your voice deeper than mine. God damn. You said, without makeup? I've seen her without makeup. Look, I'm not gonna lie, bro. A lot of girls look like that without makeup, bro. Like, almost butt booty naked, where it's like it's not crazy to me, like, seeing a girl without makeup. Nina Lynn without makeup, she just looked like an egg. Yeah. All girls look like eggs with no makeup on because their face is just like, boop. I said what I said. No, I'm not fucking with her, though, because of the stuff. You know what's funny? I don't know, man. She came out with, like, a receipt saying that she didn't actually steal anything. People just fell for the bait. Slide into Duke Denim's. That's crazy. Duke Dennis DMs.
It's like the stupidest thing to me. Senna posted a picture. I think she was in a fucking bathing suit. And I kid you not, niggas.
Nah, son. I saw that picture. She looked good as fuck in that picture, bruh. I know exactly what picture he's talking about. He's talking about the one where she had the underboob. I remember when that shit hit my timeline. That one fucking song from yeah, I was like this. When that picture hit the timeline, I said, wait a minute.
Mad because she's pushing 30.
Fuck the kindness. I'm gonna say it. If you're over there quoting like a...
That's crazy. Imagine being mad because she almost 30 and she posted a picture in a bikini. Like, who's mad at that shit? Who is mad at that?
Picture of me.
Like, nah, bro, you gotta be gay. Who is mad at that shit? She posted herself in a bikini and people are mad. I would not be mad at that, bro.
And you know who you are with your bum-ass Twitter account, okay? There's a few of y'all. And you say things like, oh, these women are pushing 28, by the way. Do you prefer kids?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, that is a good comeback. That is a good comeback. Cause that's weird as hell. I'm like, she a grown woman. What's the issue? And they over here like, hey man, nah, why she putting on? And then that's another thing. People acting like 30s is like prehistoric. We're not that old, bro. When we start hitting 40s is when you could be like, all right, bro, not. I feel like 40s is that territory where you're like, all right, bro, you getting old. You slowly starting to get old. But 30s and early 30s or late 20s is crazy.
And based on, you know what I mean, the way you act, I would say that you do, because that's half the tweets that you do.
Now, to the people who love to say, it's just a joke, it's not that deep. Genuinely, what even is the joke? What are you truly mad at? Niggas can't post Instagram pictures anymore? And to get a little bit more serious, people don't realize what may be just jokes to you might be something that someone is actually dealing with on a daily basis.
True.
Mentally.
That's
it might
true.
weigh heavy on their mind. Things can start off as a joke and you laugh it off, you brush it off, but at the end of the day, you are this age that they hold so old in their mind. And you can't revert your age. You can't change anything about it. You just have to live with it.
I'm here to address the allegations. The allegations being that, yes, the rumors are true. I am aging.
It gets to a point where it could actually honestly...
Bro, and Valkyrie still look good, bro. I don't care. Valkyrie, I don't care if you're 32 years old, bro. I will love you. Oh my God, bro. Like, bro, I will love you wholeheartedly. Like, holy shit, unc or auntie. But bro, I don't understand just the hatred of like us being in our 30s and people being mad. Aging like fine wine.
Mentally break you. And to some people who are getting bashed because they're aging, make you wonder, yo, what's the point? Should I be doing this? Should I just stop? What seems
do what makes you happy. That's moral of the story. Fuck whatever other people got going on. Just do what makes you happy.
Significant to you may hold a huge significance to that person, which is why we see so many celebrities or people with the money to get different things change themselves completely. Lip fillers, nose. Now, I'm not saying all of them do it because of what other people are saying on the internet. A lot of people do it because they just genuinely want it. There is the other side of the coin of people who do those certain things because of what others are saying about them. Now,
look, I'm not going to lie. I might say something that's going to ruffle some people's feathers. I'm not going to lie. One thing I don't like though about those people who go through all those cosmetic stuff is that they be the same people trying to preach sometimes on social media, love yourself. But then I'm gonna be like, you can't tell me to love myself if you went under the knife a bunch of times trying to change yourself. If you understand what I'm saying, bro. You understand what I'm saying, bro? It's like that sounds like some hypocritical shit. Sometimes when I know a person's been under the knife a bunch of times and then they trying to come up to me being like, love yourself, I'm like, bro, first of all, you got to practice what you preach. You got to practice what you preach. Don't come out here preaching, telling people love themselves, and you over here swapping noses and swapping lips and swapping cheekbones and shit. Come on, bro.
Obviously, with your age, you can't reverse it. You can't change it. It's just going to keep going up. And to some people, especially trolls, it's the easy thing to attack. But that's the thing. The shit doesn't have any power. It honestly doesn't matter. Now, I'm not invalidating any people who feel some type of way, who are really hurt by these people who say these things. But I'm just saying it dead ass don't matter. I'm not gonna go the whole route of, yo, the most successful people started in their 30s or started in their 40s or da-da-da. It's never too late to die. Because I feel like that's the first thing people say when they're older and they're getting clowned for.
I mean, that's true. But I mean, there's also some truth to that, where it's kind of like there's a lot of people who hit their success like in their late 30s, mid 30s, early 40s, mid 40s. There's so many stories where it happens, and then there's some stories where like people got lucky and like right after they got out of high school, they probably had like some idea that was so revolutionary that they became successful type shit. And who knows, maybe there's a lot of people, different ages, they could become successful. But it's never realistically too late unless like, you know, you have like a condition and then the doctors was like, yo, bro, you got some time left. But other than that, as long as you still have time, you can still do something about it.
Being older, it doesn't matter. Everybody's time frame is different. The real issue is comparison. Everything gets compared to something. Everybody is getting compared to somebody else. A lot of people are comparing themselves to the next person. That's the issue. And you will never mentally be in the position that you want to if you are constantly looking at the next person and what they're doing. And that especially goes for the people that's saying you too old to be doing this. Because if you really think about it, if you really want to look at it, even if you 16, 17, 18, if you are just on the internet watching other people and then typing about said person instead of being outside hanging out with friends, doing more important things, you too old to be doing that. And before them actually dudes come in here, obviously there's some shit that you gonna be too old for. If I gotta point it out for you, you're a weirdo, okay? Side note, don't you hate the type of niggas that when you make a point about something, let's say for an example, tell them they can do anything they want to do in life, and then that one nigga proceeds to say, so I'm gonna rob a bank. I can't even,
I hate those motherfuckers, bro. It's kind of like shit that oh nah, he just hit a nail on the head for me, bro. I hate motherfuckers who do that shit, bro. When somebody goes up to you and they tell you you're Electric Lion, it's never too late. You could do whatever you want. If Electric Lion's first mentality is to, I could do whatever I want, I'm gonna get my car and I'm gonna drive it through a building, I'm gonna be like, bro, seek help. Like, why is the first thing that comes to your mind when I say do whatever you want is chaos and violence? You know what I'm saying, bro? He's like, so I could go kill a bunch of people. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, oh man, this is a lot of dumbasses out here, bro.
Even, I'm not talking to you. Some people they're just beyond talking to. But this video is not even to talk to them. It's not even to try to convince people. The internet's still gonna do what the internet still wants to do, regardless of what I say or regardless of what anybody says. This is more of just for me, which is how
you know what I like doing, chat? I be doing this shit sometimes. On Instagram threads, I like to get into arguments with people. And then like once we engage in an argument, I throw like dumb insults at people. So it's kind of like, for example, Digital Kun could be like, Digital Kun could probably say some shit on Instagram threads where he'd be like, oh, I think Rihanna one of the best singers of our generation. And then I could be in the comments being like, bro, your opinion's trash. Rihanna's not the greatest singer of this generation. Then Electric Lion could go after me and be like, yo, fuck you. You'll never be as successful as Rihanna. And then my response to that will be like some stupid childish shit where I'll be like, Electric Lion, your nose looks like poop. Yo, you don't know how much times I'll be doing that shit and like the way the conversation just stops, or it's kind of like they're just kerfuffled. They don't know how to respond to shit like that, bro. I just be fucking with people on threads. I don't know why. Rage baiting? You know what it is though? Because on Threads, there's so much bad takes on Threads because nobody's on Threads. Only idiots are on Threads. Oh shit, that's me. Oh man. So I'm a rage baiter? Nah, bro. I just be on Threads bothering people. Bothering people.
Internet is supposed to be. This is YouTube.
They're bots? No way. I'm arguing with
bots. Anybody
bots?
that is watching and can relate to what's going on, whether you're in the streaming space or whatever space you're in, you're going to have people tell you too old to be doing that. Whether you want to be an artist, you too old to be drawing, you want to be a musician, you too old to be singing, you want to be whatever it is you want to be. Any goal that sounds out of reach to that person, they will try to down you before you could even get a chance to make it out there.
Facts. And then if you achieve that shit, then they try to act like they're one of your day ones. Hey man, I was there. Hey man, I mean, I know. Get back the fuck up, bro. You were clowning my shit, saying that I wasn't gonna be anybody. Now that I'm somebody, now you want to be on my dick.
It's really something within themselves. There's a reason why you're in the position you're in, and they're not.
Exactly.
That mindset alone shows that there are already blockades in the pursuit of whatever it is they're trying to achieve. You're not gonna be a teenager and automatically know what you want to do for the rest of your life.
True.
A lot of shit happens through experience, and you only get experience through age. So to any of my old heads out there,
you only get experience through age, fucking up, and going through the experience itself. There's a lot of people where they'll be scared to go through certain shit, but I'm like, in life, if you're scared, like about to make a decision, that's usually like, I'm not gonna say it's a good thing, but it's like a good direction because you're like getting out of your comfort zone type shit.
Unks, my aunties, keep doing you, keep living your best life, keep stacking this money, because at the end of the day, these little niggas gotta watch somebody. I would drop this bitch, but
facts. They gotta watch somebody, and at the end of the day, hey, at the end of the day, I'm up and I got the viewership, so y'all gonna watch.
I don't want to break it.
That's it, bro. Good video. That's it. But everybody online, no, the other thing too for the young people that keep on calling everybody unc and aunties and shit is that you're gonna get old too. I feel like a lot of the time, the way they be talking to us is like they forget, like, I age too. Whenever I go up in age, you age too. So it's like every single year you're over here being like, unc, look at this unc right here. Bro, you're getting closer to unc status too, bro. And who knows, you might not even make it to your 30s. I made it to my 30s, bitch. You might not even make it to your 30s. You 22. You might get taken at 24. Not trying to be a negative Nancy, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, bruh. You said for retro, what the hell is this? 13 minutes? Is that freaking Josette? Yo, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I ended up, bro, I was speed running in turbo mode through Trials of the Sky. Bro, I had everybody dressed up as dumbass shit. I had Tito dressed up like an angel, like with art, with Tito looked like an angel with the fucking gun through the whole game. I ended up getting the achievement. I completed all the missions and shit. You said, no, I'm not retro. Digital come, what do you do, bro? What do you do? I'm always younger than Unctro. That's all that matters. Let me find the Fountain of Youth.
Here I come.
Let's do this!
Sever! No, wait, so you telling me, chat, that they had to go off of this game and then make all those 3D animations look as cool as they did? Bro, I hope with the second installment, they add, like, a lot more cooler shit. Like, I hope they, like, expand upon the shit and they go crazier.
Someone's been naughty.
God damn, even the cleavage was nice as hell in the little pixels. Oh, she legit whipping.
Let me show you the true essence of beauty. Take that.
They triple shotted that shit. Crazy. Oh, he fighting one of the stupid ass brothers with the freaking batons.
Now, light of the heavens, heal these battered wings. Radiant flash. Prepare to meet your doom. Come on, everyone. Yeah. Scary.
Low ass Tita, bro. Damn, Zen. Nah, bro, they did Zen a justice in the remake. They hit that motherfucker with that E. Bro, they went crazy with the remake with Zen. And this shit, they gave him no freaking cool sauce.
This ends here.
Bro, you showing me every Skycraft in this shit? Hell no. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've been absorbing way too much Trials in the Sky because I started replaying it this weekend. I made it to the Zeiss chapter, speed running that shit. And bro, there's an achievement in the game where they're like, you have to use the berserk mode or whatever when you hold X or something. Bro, I barely ever use that shit. Medallion, what's up, man? What's up, Medallion? You said for retro Persona 5 ending, you didn't want to watch it, but I'm gonna still leave it here in case plus. Oh, let me see. Oh, hell no, shit. 37 minutes? Oh my god. Is that the Professor Alba shit hitting him with the lore shit? Nah, I can't watch this shit. 37 minutes? Hex no. Y'all trying to make me sad. You said, did you watch the final episode of Kaiju number 8? What final episode? You mean the last one that came out like months ago? The one where like he defended the girl when the girl said not to defend him, and then he had that like weird giant chin? I'm Dante. Not every app needs a recap. Facts. Why the fuck my security system sent me a 2025? Nah, true. True. Bro, nah, hold on. There was an app that sent me a recap. I forgot what it... Oh. Hold on, bro. Like, I remember, bro. Bro, I remember. Somebody sent me a recap. How much my doorbell rang and how many times my doors opened. Dude. 7TV got a recap like that? Dude, I forgot what app it was, but somebody gave me a goofy ass recap just like that, and I was like kind of upset about it. I was like, why the fuck do I got a recap on this? I don't know, bruh. Give me a sec. Let me get a little bit more coffee, chat. Let me get a little bit more coffee. Let me play some damn music. Now, we need a song. Oh. All these companies doing recaps, and then there's YouTube, like, who just forgot. Let me get a coffee. Extra coffee.
Nada me hace reír, solo cuando veo las fotos y los videos que tengo de ti. Salí con otra para olvidarte y tenía el perfume que te gusta a ti. Prendo para irme a dormir, porque duermo mejor si sueño que estás aquí. Si supieras que te escribí, te he mandado los mensajes, siguen todos ahí. Wow, que mucho me ha costado, quizás te hice un favor cuando me fui de tu lado. Borracho viendo tus fotos.
Borracho viendo tus fotos. You said that was quick. I'm running, bruh. He's a runner. He's a track star. "2026 is already shaping up to be a great year for RPG fans. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. Bro, I'm gonna be so sad. What is this? Elliot? The art in this game looks beautiful. It looks like the same artist who made the art of the Dragon Quest shit. Trials of the Sky coming around fall season. Bruh. I gotta wait. This boy Joshua, He freaking rizzed the fuck up out of Estelle, bro. Oh my god, Monster Hunter Stories 3, they're like all grown up. Yeah, because in Stories 1, they look like fucking kids. They look like little ass toddlers. It looks like a PlayStation 2 game, bro. You said, what anime you watching this year? Oh, I thought you said, what was my anime of the year? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. To Be Hero X was fire last year, dude. I binged that bitch. Also, My Hero was fire last year. Gachi Akuta, bro, last episode was insane. Samurai Champloo is just so good, bro. It's just the characters are very lovable. Jin, not Jin, Jean, Foe, and the other guy. What's his name? I keep calling him Spike, but he's not Spike. Spike is from Cowboy Bebop, but it's the same voice actor. New Fire Emblem. Gachi Akuta is surprisingly very good. Bro, it was really good. Mugen, yes, bro. I love Mugen. Mugen, like, being so chaotic is, like, one of my favorite things about him. Happy New Year. Okay, man. That's nice. The biggest gaming anniversary is coming in 2026. Zelda has 40 years. You think Nintendo gonna announce a new Zelda games? Breath of the Wild 2! More open environments with nothing to do! Damn, bro. I hope you download... What? Metroid is going to be 40 years. Well, Metroid already came out with a game, so... And whatever happened to the HD collection, that shit is gone. I know they made it. They confirmed... Yo, Chad, remember how much they confirmed back in the day that there was a Metroid Prime trilogy? And they never released that shit, bro. Oh my god. My god. Luigi's Mansion is 25 years. Animal Crossing 25 years. Sonic 35-year anniversary. Persona 30-year anniversary. Bro, we're not getting no Persona 6, bro. On my soul, we're not getting that game, bro. We never getting Persona 6. I think Persona 5 is where they're stopping at, bro. We're never getting a Persona 6. I used to be very hopeful. Dragon Quest Dunk review? Nah, I don't want to hear Donkey talk. That shit is loud as fuck. Bro, we still haven't... Bro, they're supposed to be giving us footage of Persona 4 Revival. They have to have footage this year. They have to have footage this year. And they better make that shit good, bro. And they better keep that fat-ass bitch in the game, too. You know exactly which one I'm talking about, bro. They better keep all the jokes in there. They better have Afro Kid. They better have, like, the jokes. I don't care, bro. They better not take that shit out. If they take that shit out, they're pussies. You said new voice actors? At this point, bro, it is what it is. Voice actor for Chainsaw Man Makima is getting married. I ain't gonna lie. If this how she looks, she's beautiful. She beautiful, bro. Whoever's the lucky man, good on you, bro. Happy 30 years of Persona. Clean. Oh my god, this is my favorite version of Pikachu. Fat Pikachu, bro. Yo, this the best that's the best version of Pikachu on my soul. Any other Pikachu after this shit? Ass. Fucking Pikachu decided to go on like a slim fit diet and shit, and he got mad skinny. No. Fat Chew, cutest Chew, bro. You say he's been traveling with Ash so much. Bro, he been on Ash's back. The 20 top rated games of the top half of the decade. Baldur's Gate, Elden Ring, Hades 2, Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Yo, I want to know how much of y'all in the chat actually completed Tears of the Kingdom. How many of y'all that own that game right now did y'all complete that game? I didn't. I didn't. You did 100%? Cap, Hyperspark. And I know you're capping. You know why? Because the Nintendo Switch doesn't have an achievement system. So automatically, anything you say, I'm just going to say no. No, you didn't. You didn't. You dropped Breath of the Wild with 100 Koroks. Okay, you know what? I'll give it to you, bro. It took a couple years. All right, you know what? I'm not going to say anything else, bro. You got it. I don't play Nintendo games. They're trash. Damn. I'm not going to lie, bro. Look, chat, the last Nintendo game I think I played from start to finish was Paper Mario. That Paper Mario 1000-Year Door remake was like the best shit Nintendo did for me personally in a minute. That 1000-Year Door remake, the only thing they needed for that shit to be perfect was it being 60 frames. But it was 30 frames. But regardless, it was fine, bro. That Paper Mario 1000-Year Door remake was gas. You said Mario Luigi Brothership? Bro, we don't talk about that shit. We don't talk about that stupid-ass game, being on that stupid-ass boat, dealing with them stupid-ass kids. Like what is their squad? Idle? IDLE? Stupid-ass kids, man. Fuck that whole gamers when they try to build a PC in 2026.
I am mighty Key.
Bro, GTA 6 is gonna be crazy, man. I don't even know how consoles are gonna run that thing. Console? Brother, I'm about to build a high-end gaming PC next year, so I'll be swimming in FPUS. I'm sorry, you're building a gaming PC in 2026. Damn, I love seeing black millionaires. What? Oh, you haven't heard. Big name manufacturers are moving away from producing chips for everyday consumers like you and me. And now producing chips for AI data centers. No. Oh yes, sir. When items are in low supply, people start to panic buy. The price of RAM about to skyrocket. Nah, bro, you're tripping. RAM is only like $60, bro. There's no...
Yo, you saw that price? That shit says 700. No way. 64 gigs of DDR5 RAM is $784? No way, bro. Just the RAM sticks. Yo, that's insane, bro.
Yeah, it's over, brother. We are fried. Ain't no way, brother. What am I looking at? That's the price for watching this AI slop on YouTube. Now people gotta sell their mother for a motherboard. RAM used to be one of the most least expensive things when building a PC. Now it costs more than the PS5. A budget PC is now a luxury PC. And a luxury PC will now put you in bankruptcy. Wait, what does this mean for everything?
You said prices are being pushed from 1K to 5K? Yeah. I'm slowly starting to see that. That's why now is the time where I feel like if people wanted to get a PC, y'all gotta get that shit now.
Anything else? What's gonna happen with console? What do you mean what's gonna happen with console? Do you already own one? Yeah. Well, that's the last one you get.
Facts, bro. Oh my soul. Yo, PS5, the last console I think I'm a cop. Unless Sony like does this shit. Because I don't know why. Tell me not, chat. I've been hearing rumors from time to time where people keep randomly sometimes bringing up like, yo, Sony might be doing a handheld, and then it just gets quiet. Then randomly again, like a few weeks pass by, you hear that rumor circulate again. Yo, Sony might be working on a handheld. Then it goes away and it gets real quiet for, I don't know. I'm not saying Sony gonna come out with a handheld, but if they were, I would fucking love that shit. But I think the handheld now is that freaking little tablet, the streaming tablet, which is, I ain't going crazy with that, bro. Bro, I wish they were to do like some handheld shit, but I think it's not going to make them a lot of money. They said like the Vita games, it was not making them money. That handhelds most likely coming with the PS6. Bro, my question is this. What technological advances have they made for us to warrant a PS6? You know what I'm saying, chat? Because when we went from like the Nintendo Entertainment System to like Super Nintendo, there was a jump. From Super Nintendo to like Nintendo 64, there was a jump. Each generation when we were younger, you can see the jumps. Now we're at a point where it's like a new console comes out. I'm like, what's the jump? Oh, you get 2% faster load times and shit. I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to see in their pores. They're gonna make another PSP and it's gonna be a nostalgia bait. I wouldn't be surprised if they did some shit like that, like re-release the PSP to try to dip into the PSP market again because they know that there's a market for it. It's called diminishing returns. Dookie returns. You said we're not gonna get another PSP, but a bootleg Stream Deck, bro. How much that Steam box gonna cost? Remember when I said, chat, oh, I was gonna get that Steam box? I'm not getting that shit anymore because I already got the PC. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, whatever, however much that Steam machine gonna cost, I'm not touching that shit now. Just because I got a new PC, I'm like, there's no purpose for me to touch that shit now. And I got a Steam Deck.
The RAM shortage ain't just for PC, brother. Gaming consoles use it too. We never getting a Switch 3.
Oh, nobody asking for a Switch 3, brother. Hell no. Nintendo still don't got themes on their Switch. But mind you, they put a theme in the store though on Christmas time. They put a holiday theme in the Nintendo store, but we still don't got themes on the Switch, bro. We still got dark and light. No themes. Steam Machine either gonna be 5K. Okay, you're bugging, bro. I think the Steam Machine gonna be like anywhere between like 700 to 1,000. But this dude said 5K. You're crazy. You say how you know? Because I see it on the internet. And I already know Nintendo, if they were to add themes on their consoles, everybody would be talking about it. Everybody would be talking about
it. In the PS6. You're gonna have that PS5 for the next 5 decades. They're gonna stop.
On God. And that's what I'm also planning to do. Because PlayStation talking about, oh, PS6 and shit. I'm like, bro, I know y'all gonna keep on releasing games for the PS5. I'm not getting a PS6. You said my 2DS has themes, bro. My 3DS has themes, bro.
Producing quality hardware and force us to play video games via streaming services. Whoa, hold on now.
Bro, I think even the OG DS had at least some type of home theme. It was a regular home theme. Bro, we had Pico Chat.
That boy's spitting. Get out! Okay. This can't be happening, bro. Why can't we just get rid of AI? Get rid of AI. Brother, there are 6 films that explain why we're already doomed. The Matrix only has 3 movies. Oh, I was talking about Terminator. Oh, so there's 9 movies. And we still opened that box, brother, and there's no closing it now. Huh, we're done for. Humanity is doomed. Best thing to do is relocate to some private island and build your own civilization free of technology. Here's some startup money. Can't believe we're gonna lose to AI slop. The way AI is evolving, you're not gonna know what's real or fake in a few years. Hell, you may not know what's real or fake right now.
Facts.
Hell, this might not be real.
Facts.
This whole skit could have been AI. I'm kidding, it's me. It's still me. I think.
Or is it, bro?
Hey guys, just wanted to come in here and say I cannot.
We don't even know anymore, bro. Well, what's he saying? He's saying like 2026?
Not express just how grateful I am to have you all. Relative to my subscriber count, my video views always do so well, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, guys. YouTube is hard to succeed at, and it's even harder to stay successful at, and you guys have helped me do that this entire time. So I want to end this year with just saying thank you so much. I am almost at 700K, which is astronomical. We got like 20,000 subs last month. It's crazy, and I really just appreciate you all. I don't really advertise it at all, but if you want.
You said if I'm real? Shit, I hope I am. Rizé, bro, I'm waiting for this movie to come out on DVD, bro. I'm waiting for this film to come out on DVD. I'm waiting for it to come out on DVD, dude. Like, they keep telling me, you want to download it digitally? No, bro, I want to own this shit. I want to own this. Somebody got to send me this shit when they physically have it. Commanders, oh, yeah, we got to do this event. Monster Hunter Rumors, Monster Hunter Wilds, title update 4, mine, and bro, we gotta also play that game, bro. Monster Hunter. Steam Deck screen customizations. You gotta mod your Steam Deck to be like this. Yo, mind you, I can mod my shit, but I don't even want to go crazy modding my shit. I like the way that it is right now is like it's fine. If I want to mod it, then I want to play other games and shit. And I feel like I have other devices for that. You said we know you watched it. Watched what? You said go Mazios? Gog Mazios? Just burn it onto a CD at this point. What? Oh, you talking about the movie? Bro, I'm dead ass. I haven't watched it. I've only read it. I have not watched the film. Oh, I need that, bro. I need that. PS6. Sony is considering delaying the release of the PS6. Good. You better delay the fuck out of that shit. From its planned 2027-2028 launch to a new year due to its surge in RAM prices. Better. You know what? Keep fucking up the RAM prices. Because at this point, Sony, y'all smoking crack cocaine. If y'all were even considering to say, oh yeah, 2027, let's start bringing out the PS6. For what? What? And then, mind you, Sony games are also coming to play. Sony games are coming to Steam on PC. What is the purpose of releasing a PS6? Why would people want a PS6, bro? If games are coming to Steam, they're gonna be like, man, because it's a more affordable option than a PC. Is it though? Especially with like the skyrocketing prices of RAM. I'm gonna stick with my Cinco. Get ready for that next 6 years of gaming. That'll be just now. Wait, that'll just be this now. Oh, because yup. Tell me not, chat, that does happen. Remember when Elden Ring won Game of the Year, and then like for the next 2 years, everybody in the Game Awards and in the Summer Games Fest that was releasing games was fucking Dark Souls slop. Everybody was like, all right, man, we're making a Soulsborne clone. Oh shit. We're in environments with swords, slow roll mechanics, all types of shit. So I wouldn't be surprised if they start like cloning. You said the first Expedition 33 like is already on the way from China. Bro, China, these motherfuckers. Oh, come on, bro. You could have made it look a little different. Bro.
Persona 6 gonna be an E33 clone LOL.
Dude. I don't know, bro. Making Expedition 33 clones is kind of crazy. Saw a quote tweet saying, OP's, who's that, Op's cousin, got bit and can't even be in the kitchen when the family's cooking red meat. A tick that makes you allergic to meat is spreading. A single bite can reprogram your immune system. What? You know how mad I would be if I got bit by this fucker and then you telling me I can't eat like steak and shit? Winter Memories delicious cake.
Here, you have to try my special handmade Christmas cake. Say ah.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Can I get your autograph?
He already knew. He should have uppercut him right there, bro. At that moment, you remember on the PlayStation games when Spider-Man fighting you and that triangle and circle prompt pops up on your head? That's what popped up on this guy's head. A triangle circle prompt popped up, bro. Should have beat your ass. Try to make me sign my own name in the Death Note. You said thoughts on the new Nikkei skins? I'm not gonna lie. We might have to hop onto Nikkei real quick. Let me see him.
I finally made it to the barbershop in the projects.
The barbershop in the projects. Is that Deku?
I finally made it to the barbershop in the projects. Ooh, boy. All the fine shit's gonna be all over me once I get this cut.
They got all the villains in there and shit.
Hey, no man. Yeah, I got you right here, brother, right here. Oh, I know you see me. Come sit down, brother. Come sit down. Come on, right here.
Oh no, damn it. Judging by how busy this place is, and he's cutting no one's hair, he's easily the worst barber in the
Facts. Yo, I already told y'all the story, bro. Never ever do this shit. If you walk into a barber and you don't know that guy and he not cutting nobody's hair and there's mad dudes in there lined up for other people and nobody want to get their hair cut by that dude, don't get your shit cut. Bro, don't even feel ashamed because sometimes I feel like in life, you get peer pressured into doing shit where like he walks up to you and he'd be like, yo, you want to get this cut? And then sometimes you feel peer pressure to be like, sure, okay, I'll get my hair. Nah, bro, if you don't know who he is, nope, I'm waiting for that guy. Bro. Get your whole shit line all crooked. Got a fucked up face.
I can't let him f my stuff.
Come on here and take the seat, young bull. What you waiting for?
No, that's okay. I'll just wait.
Nah, it's the rules, kid. If you're new and you make eye contact with any barber, you gotta get that cut.
But I would be cutting the line. Would any of you gentlemen like to?
No. Girl, let me just get you right quick. Shit, man, this thing always doing this stupid shit, man. Oh, God, man.
Okay, Krillin, let's flick up for the gram. Oh, come on, calm down, Krillin. I didn't even use that much.
Stop spraying him, bro. Holy shit, they've been spraying bro for a minute. Bro he fighting for his life.
Finna be all over your boy once she peeps the cut.
I knew I was gonna find your ass around here.
Not the response I was expecting.
Go get your girl, Vegeta.
Hey girl, you ready to treat me like this white tea? We can go ahead and get it dirty.
Your game is just as pathetic as you are.
What you mad at me for?
Did you really think I didn't catch your little IG live last night?
We all saw that. He went full ultra ego once a shawty joined his live, throwing a lot of ass.
Get it out! Put your pussy lips on live, I need $1,000.
You really?
Vegeta said puss. He said, put your pussy lips on live. I'll give you $1,000.
Spazzing out, making a scene about the past, like you didn't let that bitch
Yo,
smelling
that's
weasel
crazy.
stand on your behind at that house party.
Vegeta, you better choose your next words more wisely.
At least Shawty on the live had a bigger backside to stand on.
His hair fell off.
Who the f***'s laughing? Who's laughing?
You saw Sukuna's eyes?
How'd you like the cut, young bull? Looking good, boy, looking good. I got you right, didn't I?
Oh, he fucked his shit up. I forgot that's Deku. He gave Deku the fucking Miles cut in Spider-Man 2 at the end of the game where he had that dumbass Adidas suit. Damn, fucked his whole shit up. Pokemon rap blackout? Oh, hell no. I don't think I want to click this, bro. I don't think I want to listen to any Pokemon raps. I don't think I want to click on this shit and hear a bunch of dudes yelling out words that rhyme with Pokemon cards. Yo, my man Shadow getting all the ladies. That's a thick ass. Damn, Shadow. Kingdom Hearts 2, Cloud and Aerith stained glass. That's very nice, actually. That looks very good, actually. What's this? When your windshield is covered in snow, but you remember that you're a Star Road vet. Nah, dude. This motherfucker a clown. He said, just think about it just like in Mario Kart. Driving blind. Game theory. Let's plays are dead, but why? Oh god, how long is this?
Is the let's play?
Hell no. And it's not even freaking Matt Pat hitting me with fucking hell no. It's a random other dude. I'm definitely not watching that shit. The Shaboiling Dangler Mangler. Oh my god, the Glizzy Wizzy. We seen this. Double N Glizzy. That's a big Glizzy. Oh, I think we're back. Are you kidding me? We're back? Yes, we're back, bro. Am I gonna have to boot up Nikkei? Gap Pat.
The 2020s so far have been a bit.
He said the 2026 will heal us. I don't know.
Rough to say the least. Soon we're gonna be 6 years into this decade, and a lot of people are saying there hasn't been an it year for us. And I speak for all human beings on Earth when I say 2025 was not that it year. It's hard to find a single soul that was even positive on the internet this year. And I may be a part of that hating, sure, but I blame everyone else for that. The internet made me negative this year and turned me into a villain. It seems at any moment this year, was prepared to fight in the street and get ready for war. And by I mean the president of the United States invading a country for oil.
I think you're going to find that there's a very receptive ear to doing exactly what they're doing, taking out those boats. And very soon we're going to start doing it on land too.
Venezuela. How about we're buying oil from Venezuela? When I left, Venezuela was ready to collapse. We would have taken it over. We would have gotten all that oil.
So did he get more orange? He
if
did.
we look back at when I talk about the 8 years of the past,
I don't know why, bro. It's just like seeing the shit that the president got to do in life. I would never want to be the president. I feel like that's just so much work you got to do, bro. Like, I don't know how people like look at being the president and then they say, yes, I want to be the president. Fuck that.
That 2016, obviously for Gen Z, with a mix of 2017 and 20.
Yo, yup. Yo, Fruit Ninja, bro, you had to be there. I know some of y'all in the chat weren't even born when Fruit Ninja came out. I said what I said. There's some toddlers. Some of y'all in the chat are toddlers.
2018. Great music was coming out. Great movies were coming out. Things were actually affordable. For the 2000s, you had 2007 for the millennials, mainly with the same things Gen Z had for 2016.
Oh my God, bro. Yo, when Windows Vista died, I was like, what? I've always wanted to play Halo 2 on the PC, but I remember they said you need a Windows Vista. Bro, Windows XP, Vista bad, XP good. Yes, XP was fire. Toon Disney, I didn't go onto that too much. JetX, I went onto that a little bit. MySpace, bro. I wish they could bring back MySpace. But the way that it was back in the day where you can HTML code and actually make your profile look fire, bro. Like, MySpace now is so fucking ass, and every time I go back to it, it's just like a shell of its former self. They got to make it how it was when it first came out, because MySpace was a million times better than Facebook. Facebook just caught on because it was popular at the time, and then it was so simplistic in Facebook. MySpace had way more customizable shit. Razer phones, bro. I love Razer phones.
It's a damn shame. I should have bought a house back in 2007 instead of being a...
You said if MySpace dropped today, it'd be a #1 platform. It probably wouldn't, because the issue is that a lot of people don't know about MySpace. And the only people who kind of know about it are like old heads, like motherfuckers that are like in their late 20s to like early 30s know about MySpace. But I feel like if people see what you can do on MySpace, aka customize your profile to however you want it to look with backdrops, you could put songs on your profile, you could have shit, your best friends in a certain, I'm telling you, that shit is different, dude.
Dumbass kid. The boomers were right. I wasn't working hard enough as a 4-year-old back then. So now I have to pay the...
You said if it dropped today, folks would check it out, then leave. Yes, because the younger generation's attention span is fried, because they want everything to be simplistic and shit. They, like, everybody now just chases simplicity. And that has to also, like, piggyback with the AI shit. Like, that's why, like, they don't even do research themselves. They just ask Grok for everything. At Grok. Oh, that's another thing. That at Grok shit on Twitter is dangerous. I be seeing girls post a selfie on Twitter. These gooners would be under the fucking post being like, at Grok, take her shirt off. I'm like, what? Bro, and Grok does it, and they be like, at Grok, have her legs open. I'm like, what? Nah, bro, they be tweaking. They be tweaking on Twitter, bro. They did it to Ice Spice, bro. They be tweaking.
The sins of being lazy and spending $1 million for a shack of a house. So currently, we're still looking for that it year of the 2020s, and we may have to look no further because 2026 may be the one to save us. As a matter of fact, if you're broke now, then lock in and don't be by next year. Find a job and do the horror of working, because we're getting so much content next year. And of course, we gotta start off with none other than GTA 6. And the moment GTA 6 drops, I'll let you know right now,
nothing else will matter to people in life.
Jobs are gonna go unmanned.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, chat. When GTA 6 drops, I'm gonna be one of the motherfuckers that don't care. I feel like everybody gonna be streaming that shit, and I'm gonna be streaming some random ass RPG. I'm gonna be one of the only motherfuckers probably trying to stream a random ass RPG. The thing is too though is that if GTA 6 comes out around fall season of 2026, then we playing Trials of the Sky chapter 2. So we gonna be chilling anyway.
Weeks on end.
Yeah, we're
Babies
playing
globally
Trials the
will
second
starve
chapter
from
anyway.
Fathers not feeding them. Scratch that. I'm acting like dads even take care of their kids. It's GTA 6 though, so mothers as well will probably neglect their babies. It's not to pass y'all, alright? Women play games too now, so the baby starving will be an equality effort. My prediction is for at least the first couple of days it's out, certain establishments will have problems with employees not showing up. People are smart. They will save up their sick days or pay time off to make sure they can play.
True.
And technically, they wouldn't be wrong in using those days off, which bosses will not be happy with. This is a game that's been 8 years in the making. People were making fake unboxing videos of it back in 2016.
You say you're gonna be the first motherfucker watching Corey and Blackboy Max play it though? Yo, first of all, Blackboy Max is one of the worst gamers I've ever seen, so I would most certainly not watch him play that shit. Yo, every game I've seen Blackboy Max play, he is not a gamer. Blackboy Max is good at making music. Gaming, hell fucking no. 2, Corey Kenshin, I doubt Corey gonna play GTA unless he gets sponsored. But I mean, if he play a little bit of it, I'll watch people play a little bit of it. But me actually like going out of my way to go play it myself, I'm not, because I never played any of the old ones. I never played the old GTAs, San Andreas. Didn't play none of them shits. GTA 4. I have no GTA knowledge in my head.
Oh, God. There it is. There it is, people. There. Oh, my God.
With it, you're gonna have a new wave of content creators become big off it. Shameless plug. Hopefully, that's my gaming channel, by the way. Make sure y'all sub. Which then will create even more great content.
No, that's true. That is true. Usually when big games like that come out, new content creators end up getting popular and then they end up collaborating with all the other ones. But you're going to have to build like an army and really be on that shit like frame 1 when it drops.
For the year. Same thing happened.
And then it's like a lot of luck also goes into that, because just because you're playing it doesn't mean you're going to instantly get popular. Everybody's going to be playing that GTA 6 shit.
5. Like, so many channels we grew up with got big off it. It's one of the reasons the Sidemen started to blow up, them playing GTA 5 together. And we didn't even talk about how good the story's gonna be. First, you're gonna have 2 different people you can play from, which I know is one less than GTA 5, but that, because you got Lucia's finance you can play as, or Jason, who you can mog everyone as. Meaning you got 2
Bro, I can't believe people were actually like complaining about like this character, Lucia. They were like, bro, she don't look girly enough. Bro, she looked fine as hell. I can't believe people on Twitter were bitching about that.
You do the cracking or get cracked yourself. Also, GTA 6 Online is going to be so generational. You'll be able to go in different types of servers. They'll have YouTuber servers or streamer servers, as well as roleplay servers for people who specifically like one thing. The amount of beefs and gangs.
I'm not gonna lie though, the one benefit of having a console though is that this game dropping on console first. This game is not going to be on PC at all. So everybody that's going to have to cop this game is going to have to either be on a PS5 or on an Xbox. You know that shit ain't dropping for the Switch 2. You know that shit ain't dropping for the Switch 2. So don't even consider it. Don't even consider it, bro. Nintendo, don't even consider it.
D&D servers is going to be off the charts. Also, you know those GTA 6 playlist nights with the homies is the type of stuff you'll be telling your kids. Doing that in GTA 5 with my friends during quarantine saved my mental health. And they'll definitely...
Now look, one thing is for sure is I don't know how motherfuckers be online playing these games and they be like rizzing up these girl character models sometimes and they like legit be talking their ear off, and it's like me, I can't do that shit. Like they see a shoulder and they be like, damn girl, you thick, man, where you from? Shit, let's go back here and let's go do something crazy, man. What you trying to do? I can't do that shit. Cause me in my head, I'm like, you probably chop behind that character, Avi. It's like, bro, it's like, I don't even know how you look, bro. I can't.
Have way more options of games to pick and better ways for players to make it. The system for it was made over 10 years
Or they a
ago,
guy.
so
Yo, that's what I'm saying. I
it'll be
can't.
like the first iPhone versus the new.
Chat, yo, chat, were y'all here in the first iPhone? Yo, I look back at the first iPhone and I look at all these icons and I get so much memories. Like a wave of nostalgia just hits me like crazy. Chat, the way I got my first iPhone, no cap, is because somebody lost it at the mall. When the iPhone first came out, somebody in the mall lost their iPhone in a massage chair, and I sat in the massage chair, and the iPhone was there, and I yoinked that shit, and I took that shit home. Bro, when I tell you, then I had this iPhone for a couple years. Brand new, bro. I'm dead ass. Brand fucking new. I had this shit. I had it for a couple years. Then when I started hearing about like, yo, you could jailbreak this shit, then they were talking about Cydia. Oh my God, bro.
One, it shouldn't compare. We're also gonna have a map that's double the.
You said, so you stole it? I didn't steal it. They left it at the chair. Oh, you know what it is too, Akuro? Somebody ended up calling the phone, and I ended up picking up the phone, and guess what? They didn't understand English. I remember when I found that phone, and the phone was kind of like brand new. It didn't even have a lock screen. Somebody ended up calling the phone. I'm telling you, they were Asian. When I picked up the phone, and I'm like, I found this phone next to the massage chair. Bro, all I heard was gibberish. And I was like, bro, there was already a language barrier. I'm like, is this your phone? They were responding in like a whole different language. And I was like, GG's, this shit's mine.
Size of the last map with new different types of transportation that we haven't gotten. Hopefully no more oppressor MK2s. Knowing Rockstar, they'll add a version of it that's even worse than the last one. With all this time waiting, the anti-cheat better be ironclad. I'm talking, if someone gets caught cheating, they
It's not going to be, bro. I feel like with these games, the anti-cheat's always ass.
Get executed publicly in front of Rockstar HQ. Cheaters ruined the last GTA Online, so I'd be damned if they do it again. That's the majority
They're
of GTA
gonna do it
6.
again.
If you thought games were done, you'd be wrong. Marvel's releasing Wolverine, which off the trailer already looks peak. I'm not even a big Wolverine fan like that, but I'll definitely cop.
No, deadass. Me, this game, I'm interested just because Insomniac Games is working on it, and they did so well with the Spider-Man games. I know that they're not going to miss the mark with this shit, especially when I saw the gore in this game. Bro, he was cutting and stabbing and... Yo, I love games where, like, the characters are fucking up other characters, dude.
It's also graphics, so no
Look at my boy
censoring.
Shinra.
You can completely destroy someone's guts in 4K 60 FPS. That might have sounded a little off. Subnautica 2 is releasing. Pretty fun game.
Fuck
If you haven't
no.
played it, you're...
Hell no, bro. Games where I gotta swim underwater and then a giant fucking Megalodon coming at me, I'm turning this shit off. I'm turning it off. Nope, I'm not playing these games,
A big complaint
bro.
with the first one that people had is that it wasn't multiplayer until now. Subnautica 2 is gonna have co-op with up to 4 people, so you and the whole game can play it together. 007 First Light is releasing, which is a James Bond spin-off game, and everyone loves a little spy game action. You're gonna have different types of ways you can assassinate people, and you can drive in it for the first time. Being able to hack through the car and doing whatever type of gizmo things spy movies have in cars. A couple other games. Resident Evil is getting a new game. Gears of War.
Yo, Requiem, I don't know when it's coming out. I think they said February, but I'm interested.
Is getting a new game. Fable is getting a new game. There may be some more games I'm missing, but if we're being honest, GTA 6 overrides all these by 10x. While all these are coming out, we're of course gonna have the biggest worldwide sporting event, the World Cup of 2026. And good news is, for any lazy Americans who can't get off the couch to get a new
Bro,
passport,
we having the World Cup. Yo, Speed gotta do another song. World Cup. Shit, February 27th for Requiem.
we got home advantage, so you can drive that F-150 with a 3-patty burger in your right hand straight down to the stadium. You're gonna see Americans who shit on soccer all the time pulling up just because it's here. And since people are around...
No, we're all gonna be pulling up. I'm not even a big soccer head, but it's fun when everybody gets together and then watches a sport to see who wins. That's the one thing I like about sports like this and shit, because it unifies people.
The world already come to the World Cup. It's predicted to be the biggest and most visited one ever. Compared to Qatar, we got so much land and places visitors can stay at.
I just hope their security's on point, because if they're saying that might be like the most visited shit ever, it's like, you know, God forbid some crazy shit happens.
This is all assuming though if we can get tickets for it. A nosebleed is gonna be going for like 5 bands here. Scalpers may be the ones to ruin the event, but I'll keep my hopes up. We're also starting off great because Israel got eliminated in the qualifiers. And in 2 of their games, they scored 0 points on who they were against. Unfortunately, this time, the win was not promised 3,000 years ago.
You said I need to
That
play in the
card no
World Cup
longer
for
works, so
DR?
they'll have to get their wins by skill from now on. All the matches are being hosted in major cities in America like LA, Seattle, New York, Boston, Miami. For some reason though, you have a couple of games held in Kansas City. What billionaire in Missouri paid for this shit? It was almost perfect. Ain't no one coming from around the world to the US thinking about visiting Missouri. I wouldn't be surprised if people around the world haven't heard what Missouri is. I'm worried they wouldn't even feel comfortable being there. You know they're getting all types of slurs ripped at them from being there. The games in Canada are going to be in Vancouver and Toronto. The games in Mexico are going to be in Mexico City, Guadalajara, and Monterrey. The amount of creators and celebs there is probably going to be the most the World Cup has ever seen.
True.
Speed of my prediction is going to be a celebrity there.
Nah, on God, Speed's... Yo, when World Cup comes around, Speed is about to be the fattest celebrity, bro. Every fucking game, they're going to be trying to, like, bring bro in and have him front row seats for everything. Especially, like, games where Ronaldo is going to be there. He's going to be like... They're going to be like, put this motherfucker in the front. Oh, my God.
Crowds you wouldn't believe. He's already bigger globally than he is in the States. He's gonna be out there interviewing Ronaldo and all the soccer players. You know too, the crowds here are gonna be wild. People are gonna be fighting the opposition team, jumping the barriers. Countries with conflicts with each other are gonna have the crowds beefing. I didn't mention, but this isn't gonna be big just because of the amount of games. It's also 16 more teams than the last one. With the amount of matches going from 64 to 104. Seeing the political climate now, there is a real possibility of countries matching up with each other that hate each other. Can you imagine America versus Canada? We haven't had the best relationship this year. Both countries are going to be throwing up the sets to each other. France versus Senegal. I know Senegal won't make it that far, but this would be crazy because of France's colonial history with it. If Senegal won it, they would never live that down. Now we can move on to movies and TV shows because, man, this shit about to hit. Marvel's about to cook this year with Spider-Man and Avengers Doomsday releasing.
Ooh, I might have to go to the theaters for that because it's Spider-Man. I got a soft spot for Spider-Man.
Something Marvel can never go wrong with is a new Spider-Man movie.
True.
And the fact the whole universe is reset is going to give so many opportunities. There's already a lot of predictions on who the villain might be and what twists may come up. The Punisher and the Hulk are already confirmed in it. There's also predictions that Scorpion
oh my God, you motherfucker. Like bro then just proceeds to just spoil a bunch of shit about the film. You see, I knew nothing about the film, bro. I could have gone in this shit butt booty naked. Now he telling me everybody who's in the film, all the surprises, you motherfucker. I'm gonna skip a little bit ahead, bro.
Sense? In Avengers Doomsday, I don't gotta watch it yet. Doctor Doom as a villain.
You see, look. He's spoiling all the shit, bro. He's spoiling all the shit, bro. I'm going over here, bro. Motherfucker spoiling everything, bro. You said they already leaked the trailer for Doomsday? Electric. I didn't see it, though. I didn't get spoiled by that shit, though. If you got spoiled, you stay spoiled by yourself. Don't spoil me now because you got spoiled. Fuck.
We also got Toy Story 5 coming out. I know.
Toy Story 5, okay, they wildin'. I feel like they should have ended Toy Story once Andy gave the toys away to the little girl, what's her name, Bonnie or some shit. They should have ended it right there. The fact that they kept on extending it now, like bro, I feel like they just dragging it now. No cap. 5 Toy Stories is overkill in my opinion. Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 I think was perfect.
A lot of people didn't like 4 and shit on it, but the concept for this one makes me have higher hopes. The whole plot is the toys fighting for children's attention after they got taken over by iPads. With this evil looking iPad or lily pad ready to destroy them, this character has potential to be the Lotso of Toy Story villains. Only thing we can hope is the story's written good. So far it sounds like a good concept. And some more childhood nostalgia, Shrek 5 is coming out. I'm less sure about this one, and looking at the character designs,
why they massacre my boy?
Him and Donkey look like if I told ChatGPT to generate what it thinks Shrek and Donkey look like. I know they have to upgrade the character designs for modern times. It just looks off. The Super Mario Galaxy movie should recover from this potential loss. The visuals are gonna look so insane and mind-boggling. Super Mario Galaxy off purely.
Look, the visuals are gonna look insane and mind-boggling in this film. Yes. But I hope this film kind of slows down a little bit. Because the pacing in the first film was too fast. They will show you an environment and they'll go to a whole new environment in like 5 seconds without even giving you the chance to even like assess where the fuck you're at in this film. This film I know is going to have a lot of beautiful environments, but they're going to have to slow down just a little bit in this film.
The aesthetic just feels nice. If you watch gameplay of it now with HD graphics, it holds up so good. Me personally, I like it better than the Super Mario Odyssey aesthetic. The Michael Jackson biopic is releasing. I'm going to be in theaters dressed like Michael, staring at the screen just like this.
This guy be killing me because he be walking around really thinking he fucking Michael Jackson. Like, bro, you look like him. But bro really be walking around thinking he the Michael Jackson. And I'm like, bro, you're tweaking. He think he really Michael.
They did their thing with picking Jafar Jackson because the way he transitioned from Thriller Michael to Bad Michael was perfect. And it's gonna include all of Michael Jackson's errors if they don't split it up, hopefully. Which means the movie could be 3.5 hours. In that 3.5 hours, I'm enjoying every bit of it. It's gonna be showing how he made some of his most famous songs.
I'm not going, oh my God, this guy looks hideous with that, like, I've never seen this guy with like this much hair in his head. That wig looked crazy. But this film, I have to watch it.
And apparently business dealings he did. And if you know how much Michael got over by the music industry, it's gonna have some juicy drama. Hey, all I'm saying is, as soon as he started requesting rights to his music, to the media, he was in the same lane as the Diddler and the Worst Predator.
Nah, true. That's the crazy part. That's true. The second he started asking for his music and shit, then they started like slandering his name and started throwing all types of allegations on bro.
To exist. Some notable mentions for movies releasing as well: Dune Part 3, Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping, Moana live action, Mortal Kombat 2, Supergirl, The Odyssey. I probably missed some. That should be good enough.
These are all the movie games. I said movie games. These are all the movies. Movie slate. Dune, I haven't even seen the second Dune, and I remember everybody said Dune 2 was amazing, bro.
Everyone though. And we'll end it off with the TV shows coming out. The Boys is having its final season come out. And according to the cast,
oh my God, nah, don't spoil me from The Boys because I haven't even finished season 2. So with that, I'm just gonna completely skip this motherfucker because he's gonna spoil shit.
Now, they've been cooking a lot more than I thought they could after watching the first season. The problem with all these Amazon Prime Video shows is now you gotta pay to get the ads off. They get us every time because I am watching this with no ads. On another website that's named...
Exactly. Just do that. Anybody out here thinking I'm paying for all these subscription services, you're bugging. You're going to find me in the 7 Seas with Luffy and Usopp.
Shall not be disclosed, and it's totally legal to watch on. The second season of the One Piece live action is coming out. I'm surprised because I did not know they would take it this far. It was loved so much though that it got greenlit for a second season. Dexter is also coming back with a new TV show. Daredevil Born Again is getting a second season, as well as something a little smaller. Blade Runner is getting its own show. You guys know that one audio. You look lonely. I could fix that. Yeah, that thing. So far, the visuals look good. That was the main reason people liked the 2017 version. To end it off, a couple of more shows that are releasing. A Knife of the Seven Kingdoms, aka a Game of Thrones prequel. Fallout Season 2. Euphoria Season 3. We gonna be more than...
Oh my God, Euphoria? Bro, I completely forgot about... Yo, I feel like we've been waiting so long for Euphoria. Bro... Half these cast characters is gonna look old as shit compared to like the other season of Euphoria. Because so much years have passed, bro.
Wars or crisis happen next year. We've been through enough this year, and if nothing happens, this should be the greatest year.
You said Zendaya pregnant? She actually pregnant right now by who? Baby Spidey?
Of the 2020s. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
Yeah, he got Baby Spidey.
Death of E3. No, because man them don't understand. E3 was man them have the Oscars, they got the Grammy.
I already feel where he's going with this. E3 was one of those things where you had to be there. E3 was so fire just because everybody was there. Like, before people started leaving, like, Nintendo started saying, fuck E3, I'm going to do my own Nintendo Directs, and then Sony ended up leaving, and then Microsoft was just there alone. When everybody was there at the same time, that's like I feel like during Iwata and like, Reggie Fils-Aimé was in that bitch, and it was like, the big three was there, and there were separate days. Bro, nothing could top that. Like, even Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Show and Jeff Keighley's Game Awards, I think personally will not top how E3 was back in the day, bro. Shit was different.
He's got Met Gala for the gamers. The press conferences. Who won the press conference? Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft. Man would be watching the press conferences seated.
Yup.
waiting for what trade, what banger is Sony gonna drop.
Bro, the schedule will come out. The man them are chatting.
I'm so annoyed I was too young to go to E3.
Bro.
I used to watch man them like Broken Games HD. Cry when Final Fantasy VII Remake got announced.
When God of War,
got announced. We had a football level drama, press conferences. These companies were competing against each other.
You said now we got Summer's Game Fest, which is mostly mid for the most part. I guess. It'd be mid sometimes, yeah. But I'm telling you, bro, E3 was just different because because the fun part about E3 is that if you were showing up that day, right? Like if Sony, Nintendo, or Microsoft, right? If you were showing up and you had a day where you got to present shit, you had to have a banger. You had to have something that will make people say, I want this console because this is coming out on this console. It was just different. Now, every one of these like things that come out now, we know that it's coming out on PC. We know that it's coming out probably multi-platform, so it's not as hype. But bro, you just have to be there, bro.
In a week,
same day.
Same week.
Pull up.
I remember the first time they played The Last of Us, when Neil Druckmann came out and said, "Naughty Dog, we got something new for you. You like Uncharted car? We're dropping The Last of Us." E3 is we're losing recipes.
Facts.
And the cultural landmark that E3 left on Mandem. I love
how he says Mandem.
Seeing Infamous First Son, Infamous Second Son. The particle effects.
Even Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, when you saw
when they show Kingdom Hearts, that Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer where they were like in the Frozen shit, was that the Kingdom Hearts trailer that they first showed where like they showed like Sora at the Frozen shit? Oh my god, bro. I think that's what it was. The Kingdom Hearts, one of the Kingdom Hearts trailers was they showed Sora in the Frozen, and I was like, oh man, you will always be remembered, E3. Yup, man, it was a time, bro. You had to be there.
I spent $290 to ride jet skis with the Jet Ski Boy. Let's talk about it. The Jet Ski Boy is located in St. Thomas, and it was a TikTok trend. He was TikTok viral. All the American girls were heading down to St. Thomas and getting cute videos on the jet ski with him. So I knew when I went to St. Thomas, I was going to get my own videos. Now, I'm going to show you guys the whole price breakdown. The jet ski rates were $80 for half an hour, $140 for a full hour, plus an additional $150 just to ride with him. I went with 1 hour, which was
What? Almost $300 just so you can ride with bro?
$40 plus his additional $150 rate just to ride with him. Because if I was gonna pay an additional $150 to ride jet skis with someone, I might as well do 1 hour versus 30 minutes to get my money's worth. Now, I had a good experience riding with the Jet Ski Boy. I got some really cute content, but I do feel like $290 for 1 hour is exceedingly high. I don't regret booking this excursion, but moving forward with my future travels, I'm going to be wiser with my money.
I mean, at least you realize you overspent, because I ain't gonna lie, $300? $300? $300? Rent a boyfriend business model taken off? Shit. How Asian countries convince the rest of the world that they are innocent and cute when the biggest sexual atrocities that I see here are from there. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? What? Little girl Cola? Oh, nah, dude. Isn't that the bitch from Hoyoverse? That's insane, bruh. Can you see the agenda going on here? It's not obvious. What? Lily Phillips, who had sex with 1,113 men in 12 hours, turns to Christ and gets baptized. Get the fuck out of here. This shit gotta be clickbait. If we all ignore her, she'll disappear. Exactly, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Hell no, bro. Hell no. I hope that's a clickbait post, because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I've been noticing that shit a lot as of late, where a girl would do like the most heinous shit, be like, sucked 500 dicks in 3 minutes. Oh, converted to Christianity, and acted like as if that shit like wiped her slate clean. I'm like, hell the fuck no, bitch. Hell no, bruh. Hell act like just because they get baptized that they got a factory reset. Fuck no, you still sucked all those dicks. You still sucked all those dicks. Hell no, bruh.
Bring an exorcist and that nun from Fire Force.
Yeah, facts. You gotta bring that sexy ass nun from Fire Force. Sista Latum. You gotta bring her ass, bruh. You gotta say, come back to the flames. You gotta do the whole prayer, bruh. Thank you, Akuro, for the 100 biddies. But that's insane, bruh. You got 1,000 dicks. Get the fuck out of here. Persona 1 and 2 remakes, Persona 4 ports, Persona 4 revival news, Persona 5 arena, Persona 6 announcement. Bro, who is asking for Persona 5 arena? Oh my god, otra vez con esta vaina, bro. Yo, this shit will not do well, bro. Oh my god, you said me? Nah, bro, I'm gonna keep dying on this hill. Dude. Bro, fighting games have like, if anything, bro, fighting games had like the shortest lifespan, bro. I be seeing fighting games come and go like within a month, bro. Within a month. I don't think they need a fighting game, bro. We literally have Street Fighter, Tekken, all these other fighting games out here that people are like going crazy for. Why the fuck do we need another fighter that nobody's gonna play? You say I just want to try for the story? He says, man, we're getting fucking Persona 5 fitness boxing. What? I'm out of here, bro. I'm not looking into this shit no more. How many times have they milked Persona 5? Way too many. You said every teenage boy had to go through this at least once.
It is 2 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Bro, I already told you, bro. I'll tell her then, what are you doing up? I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. Hell yeah, you hear all the little crunchies. You hear all the little crunchies. Hell yeah, bro. You know you hit that good spot. You're like, yeah, I got. You say I don't get it. You never vacuumed, and then you hear just like, you ever hit that one spot where like it just vacuumed up a bunch of shit, and all you hear is like. That's that sweet spot. The PS Vita documentary, The History of Sony's coolest shit. How long is this? 22 minutes? My god. Let's watch it at 1.5. Bro, and when I tell y'all the PS Vita, I was there during the fucking Manhattan lineup, bro. Bro, before they released the console, I remember Sony was like, yo, we're doing a pop-up with the PlayStation Vitas and we're releasing t-shirts and shit. Bro, I was there. I got the t-shirt. Bro, that t-shirt's so fucked up now, and I think it's at my dad's house. Bro, I got to try the Vita the first time it came out, bro. I got to try out Little Big Planet. Fire, bro. Those are such good memories, dude. Bro, when they showed Uncharted, bro, you could play Uncharted. I was like, man. Yo, what was the point of the back touch sensor? There were only some games that like really benefited off that, like Tearaway. Tearaway was like a game where like you actually had to use the back touch. And Little Big Planet to a certain extent. Bro, what a beautiful piece of hardware, bro. What a beautiful piece of hardware.
I think that we need to approach change at Sony from a multitude of different directions. We need to be faster at decision making. We need to be faster at execution. We also need to have a lot more of a focus on what our core businesses for Sony are going to be going forward into the future. And I've identified those as being the video game and network services.
The earliest rumors of a successor to the PSP started around 2009, with sources close to the project claiming the existence of PSP2 was real. Stronger rumors came to fruition in 2010 when it was reported during the Tokyo Game Show that Sony had officially unveiled the hardware internally at a very private meeting in Tokyo. It wasn't long after that when it was being reported that software development kits were being sent out to developers, but perhaps the biggest break in the streak of PSP2 rumors were leaked photos of an early development kit secured by VG247. The device was said to be as powerful as a 360, with twin analog sticks, an HD screen, forward and rear cameras, and a back trackpad. Final specs were not confirmed, but the kit did reveal a sliding mechanism design much like the PSP Go. However, it was quickly discovered that Sony switched back to a PSP 1000-like form factor to keep the unit from overheating. The device was all but confirmed once EA and many other smaller developers openly admitted that they had the device, and they were working away on it.
So Happy New Year's. What's up, Joshy?
With the
Happy
looming
New Year's,
rumors
bro.
floating around, Sony was quick to deny any and all speculation, but was open to discussing their goals with future hardware in the portable space. At the time, Sony Computer Entertainment CEO Kaz Hirai had mentioned Sony was planning on offering various playstyles moving forward, one that could cater to smartphone-like touch-based experiences and more traditional games that require buttons and thumbsticks. But at the same time, he also made the distinction that games approaching those different spectrums focus on different audiences entirely, and he wasn't terribly concerned with the advent of phones and tablets on the rise. It's now January 27th, 2011. Sony holds a PlayStation meeting in Tokyo, Japan. The announcement is official. PSP2 is announced with the codename NGP, Next Generation Portable. The company spends an hour and a half detailing the device, showing off games, the UI, and having publishers like Sega and Activision come on stage to pledge their support for the device. But much of what was rumored...
Bro, and that was during E3, bro. Yo, that used to be like my favorite shit that they used to do in E3, where they held the console up and everybody taking pictures of it like, oh, everybody's just like, oh, that's the new console. They just holding that bitch up. And all you could do is just watch them hold it. And you're like, fuck.
Is shown before the world's eyes. NGP would have an OLED screen, 2 thumbsticks, a front and back touchpad, a front and rear camera, use cartridges instead of UMDs, and tout visuals that rival the PlayStation 3. The system would even be offered in a variant that had a 3G connection. Shortly after the initial product reveal from SCE CEO Kaz Hirai, Sony Worldwide Studios Shuhei Yoshida took the stage to play a small sizzle reel of games that would be coming to the NGP, and the clip was nothing short of incredibly promising.
Yo,
the footage included
wait,
Hot
the game
Shots
was
Golf,
called Gravity
Wipeout,
Days? It wasn't even called Gravity Rush. It was called Gravity Days.
Uncharted, Killzone, Resistance, and many more original games, all completely original titles with a console-quality approach. The demo also included games that would make use of both the front and rear touchscreens, as well as an accelerometer and AR with the cameras. The aim was the best of both worlds, much like Kaz Hirai had mentioned before, formally announcing the NGP not too long prior. After the reel of footage, the company jumps right into a demo of Uncharted Golden Abyss, a completely new Uncharted game made from the ground up on NGP. Witnessing such a graphically intensive game like Uncharted play on the go was a surreal moment for many gamers around the world. But Sony was quick to show off how Drake could now be controlled up a rope by using your fingers against the back touchpad. After Uncharted, they showed off Little Deviants, an original title out of Sony's now defunct Big Big Studios. The game was centered entirely around Sony's back touchpad. Sony's vision for the NGP was more broadly approached after this by demoing the system's user interface, demonstrating the system's ability to have a connected friends list, a PlayStation storefront, and social space for game pages. They reveal Near, a location-based app for the NGP that would track distance and collect data for digital game goods. It would track your friends' habits and deliver or trade digital goods between other users. Sony then invited Capcom on stage to show off Monster Hunter Portable 3, one of the most successful
Monster
PSP
Hunter
games
Portable on the Vita, bro. I wish I played Monster Hunter on the Vita. I bet you it was so nice.
That were purchased digitally. The conference ended with the news that an original Call of Duty was planned for the system, a game that would be more tailored to the platform due to the new inclusion of 2 thumbsticks. With the news of a Call of Duty console experience being playable on the go, the NGP was looking built for success.
Today, it's very important that we have a very stable platform that is in for the long haul, and that means that we're providing a very compelling value to the consumer in that once they invest in our products, it doesn't go by the wayside in 2 years or 3 years, but they're able to really enjoy that.
This is the first time I'm seeing all these commercials that are popping up right here. They look so nice.
You know, the NGP is going to have a similar sort of lifespan, if you will, in the portable space as well.
Let's talk about how this technology that's developed within.
E3 2011 was an important show for Sony. Just as they were seeing major success with PlayStation 3, they had a month-long PlayStation Network outage to address. Not only that, but they had to convince everyone in the room and everyone watching.
I can't believe Sony even recovered from that month-long PlayStation outage. I was there, bro. Bro, and mind you, when the outage happened, I think it was during summertime, bro, when we were on break. Oh my God. Oh, I think, oh my God, I was forced to go outside, bro. I was forced to go outside and play, dude. Dude, that was bad. I was forced to go outside. I was forced to go to the city and play.
Why NGP was going to be the next great portable. They started with officially naming the device, PlayStation Vita. What followed was an excellent showing of Uncharted Golden Abyss, Mod Nation Racers, Little Big Planet, and the announcement of Street Fighter Cross Tekken coming to the platform as well. Most notably, Ken Levine, the creator of BioShock, also made a promising announcement.
It's a bit of a pet project of Irrational's, and it's set in the BioShock universe. And this has been kicking around for a few years now. And it's very early days, and the design is still evolving. But recently, we found the right home for it. It's on this guy. On the NGP. And so this is going to be interesting too.
A new IP was also announced to demonstrate one of Sony's greatest visions for the Vita. Ruin, an action RPG, was demoed on PS Vita and PS3, a game where you could save and continue your play on the other consoles seamlessly. As a creative venture between Sony San Diego and Idle Minds, this was very well received amongst
I've
viewers.
never heard of that
At the very
game,
end of the show,
Ruin?
it was time for CEO Kaz Hirai to detail the system's price.
And I'm happy to announce that the Wi-Fi only model will retail for $249.
I ain't gonna lie, that is pricey. I'm trying to think in my head, when did I buy the Vita? I think I bought it when the white one came out with Assassin's Creed. That one Assassin's Creed game, Mercenaries or some shit came out, I think.
Yeah. The 3G Wi-Fi model will retail for $299.
That's pricey. That's in pounds?
PlayStation Vita will revolutionize the portable
Wait,
entertainment
$300?
experience.
November 2011. It's learned that PS Vita's new proprietary memory cards are fairly expensive and essentially required. Without any onboard memory and most games requiring storage for installs or save files, a new cost is revealed to eager buyers of Sony's latest handheld.
Yes, bro. Imagine you having to buy the console for $250, then they telling you, yo, you want a 16 gigabyte card? That's gonna be like another $60, $70. Them little ass chips were so expensive.
Minimum $20 for a 4 gigabyte card,
Yup.
up to $100 for a 32 gigabyte
Yup.
card. Nearly half the price of the system for the highest storage option. 8 gigabyte and 16 gigabyte cards would also cost $30 and $60 respectively. A
Yup.
move that didn't sit well with consumers, but a move chosen specifically from Sony to have more control and security to combat piracy, one of the biggest problems the PSP faced in its many years on the market. December 17th,
I forget what the
2011.
3G was even
PlayStation
needed
Vita.
for in the handheld, so you could connect to the internet using satellite, using like the phone antennas. Instead of you having to like log into Wi-Fi, you could just connect to like a phone antenna, and then you could just be online at all times.
Officially launches in Japan with 26 games, the most launch games for any hardware launch ever at the time. With strong
What
titles
is that golfing game? I keep seeing this golfing game. I feel like I've seen this shit on Steam.
at the time. With strong titles like Uncharted,
Is it like Hot
Disgaea
Shot?
3, Hot Shots, Ridge Racer,
Yeah, Hot
Katamari,
Shot, that's what
the
it's
system
called.
went on to sell 300,000 units in its first week of availability. With Sony's recent TGS remarks that over 100 games were in development, hopes were high that the system was poised to do well. However, after a few weeks, sales started to decline rapidly, mellowing out to around 12,000 units a week. Now it was time for the North American and European launches. On February 15, 2012, a first edition bundle was released, and a week later on the 22nd, the platform officially launched. After a month, the system sold roughly 200,000 units in the United States. March was worse, with around 50,000 units.
Bro, I just thought about it, bro. I feel like I should have an unboxing of the Vitas in one of my fucking YouTube accounts, bro. My ass have it. I think I have an unboxing video somewhere. Bro, if I still got this unboxing video, that's gonna make me chuckle. Let me see. You said AKA everybody's golf. Fresh face retro? Nah, you don't even see my face in that video. Cause I'm just showing myself just unbox the shit. Nah, bro. I don't have it in this account. I don't have it in this account. Oh my God. All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to go to the other account then. Cooked, chat. I had an unboxing video.
By the end of February, however, the cumulative total for the platform was around 1.2 million. The rest of 2012 saw a multitude of high-profile games being released for the system. Games like Gravity Rush, Little Big Planet, Persona 4 Golden, and Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, all of which...
Yo, Assassin's Creed Liberation, that was the one I think I got. This one. Bro, Persona 4 Golden was like the best game on the Vita, hands down. I don't care what anybody says.
Were received well. Two highly anticipated games, Resistance
Hands
Burning Skies and Call of
down,
Duty
the
Black Ops
best
and
game on the
Classified,
Vita.
were major disappointments, both by developer Instigate Games, formerly known as Nihilistic Software. They had previously also done PlayStation Move Heroes for Sony in 2011, and were very likely time-constrained after only wrapping up their last project in 2009, giving them only a few years to release 3 games. By the end of 2012, Sony sold roughly 4 million PlayStation Vitas. 2013 was a turning point for PS Vita. Sony has stopped reporting sales figures, never a good sign from a hardware manufacturer.
Oh, that's
Many
not
publishers
good.
are no longer committing to developing for the platform, and Sony was now gearing up for something far more substantial and important. The PlayStation 4. It was announced February 20th at a meeting in New York City.
Yo, one of the
All
best
eyes were officially
controllers.
moved over to the 8th
Yo,
generation.
I remember people used to shit on this controller, bro. The upgrade from the DualShock 2 or whatever the fuck to this controller, oh man, that was a good controller.
Of video game
I
consoles.
love those
But the Vita
controllers.
was not left astray. It played a key
No cap, those controllers, I've never broken one, and the batteries for me on those controllers were always great.
role in the PS4 vision. Every PS4 game was announced to be remote playable on Vita, a feature which was immediately demonstrated and touted due to the limited ability the feature had back with the PS3 and PSP. Fast forward a few months and Sony officially slashes the price, $200 in North America and €200 in Europe. Memory cards also saw a slightly reduced price across the board. It only took another month for Sony to make another substantial Vita announcement. PS Vita PCH 2000 was announced in early September during a pre-TGS conference. The new machine
I wish I bought that. Where they had like this Vita device where you could play it on your TV. That shit I wish I had, like a PlayStation TV.
machine is 20% thinner and 15% lighter. It has 1 GB of internal storage, and battery life was extended by 1 hour. The OLED screen was removed in favor of an LCD screen, and the rear touchpad size was reduced. A new 64 GB card was also introduced, for a steep $100. Vita 2000 was scheduled for an October 10th release in Japan, available in multiple colors. During this time, Sony also announced the PS Vita TV. a
Yo,
micro
I
console
wanted
runs
that.
the PS Vita's operating system and connects to your television.
I
allowing
wanted
users
that
to play
bitch.
PS Vita games on the TV with a DualShock 3. The console was priced at $100 and mainly intended to penetrate Asian territories with its cheap entry price and TV streaming services. But it was also widely touted as a great companion device to the PlayStation 4, as the Vita TV could also use remote play much like a regular Vita. Except now you'd just be playing PS4 on another TV without the actual PS4 console. PlayStation Vita TV was due for release November 14th, 2013.
Octodad. This is the PS4 release.
With the PS4 launched and finding immediate success, the Vita was seeing an entirely different change altogether. Larger budget games were vanishing, and a plethora of independent small-scale
Tearaway
games
was
were
such a-
releasing
that game
frequently
is
on
fire.
the PlayStation Store. Through 2014, this change was solidified with Sony's approach to the handheld. Taking action on the current state of sales, the company shifted focus. Sony's head of worldwide studios, Shuhei Yoshida, had responded to the indie boom on Vita by confirming that Sony would be releasing fewer first-party games and instead focus on third-party. Sony's director of product planning and platform software innovation, Don Mesa, discussed in May 2014 that AAA economics don't work anymore on Vita, and that instead of native AAA Vita games, you could use remote play to play PS4 games, or stream PS3 games on PS Now, Sony's streaming service that was now confirmed to be coming to Vita. Sony was now painting Vita.
That sounds like at that time they wanted the Vita to be the Portal. They wanted the Vita to be the Portal.
As a companion device in the PlayStation landscape, rather than a gaming device of its own. But with the launch in early months of PlayStation 4, Vita benefited greatly from one dramatically different approach Sony was heavily focusing on: independent developers. The PS4 was designed around x86 and was molded around what developers wanted out of next-generation hardware. It was meant to be easy and accessible by any and all teams. And with this came a forward-thinking initiative to approach developers that typically wouldn't develop for consoles, and offer them free SDKs, funding, or payment plans to help get their games on PlayStation. With PS4 doing so well, this often encouraged many teams to also release PS Vita versions of their games, usually day and date with PS4 versions. This quickly popularized Sony's cross-buy, cross-play, and cross-save features.
Oh my God, is
You
that
buy one
Wipeout
version of said
HD?
game, you get the other version for free. You could
Bro,
save on one
Wipeout,
game
those
and
games
continue
were
on the
hard.
other, and you could sometimes play against or with the other version. Many smaller developers quickly realized that with Vita, they could make money. Their budgets weren't that high, and so Vita sales typically exceeded the overhead. One big proponent to constant Vita releases was Shahid Ahmad and Gio Corsi. Ahmad was the strategic content director for Sony Computer Entertainment Europe, and Corsi is the director of third-party production. Both their jobs were, in a nutshell, get games on PlayStation, and many Vita releases lead back to both of them. Games like Nuclear Throne, Spelunky, TXK, Proteus, Ali Ali, and more all come thanks to Shahid's work. Gio Corsi was also known to ask at the beginning of any project if the developer would be open to a Vita version, and with that came a steady amount of constant releases for a platform that on paper was not selling very well. It was simply solidified what Sony had mentioned during their 2013 E3 press conference, which was that Vita buyers are very dedicated to the platform.
In the US, Vita owners have on average purchased more than 10 games.
Japan was a slightly different story. While small-budget indie games were powering the platform in the West, the East was seeing healthier sales figures and a steady stream of Japanese games. Sony's last major PS Vita game, Freedom Wars, released June 26, 2014, and sold 188,000 copies in its first week in Japan. Despite this, Vita's biggest downfall in Japan was Capcom's decision to release Monster Hunter 4 on the 3DS, a series that's widely popular in the territory and single-handedly helped the PSP outsell the...
Damn. Because you know how fire this game would have been if it dropped on the Vita, but then it dropped on the 3DS, and then, yo, you can imagine. Because everybody who talks positively about Monster Hunter, they always bring up the 3DS. They be like, bro, I used to be doing hunts for hours in the middle of the night with my friends and shit, playing co-op.
Yes, for the entire year of 2010. But many other games helped the platform keep it afloat. Games like Danganronpa, Persona 4, Ys, Final Fantasy X Remaster, and many visual novels pushes the system sales to the point of market relevancy. Minecraft was perhaps one of the biggest games, selling over 1 million copies in Japan up to the present day.
Minecraft on the Vita? You said, to be honest, I wouldn't say we will have big AAA Vita games from first party. Yeah, because it wasn't making them enough money, so... why would they have AAA games on the Vita and it costs them a shit ton of money and it's not going to sell that well? It's better if you have like smaller indie projects on it that are good and then they make more profit off the shit. It only makes sense, bro.
2015 was the beginning of what would be a heavy decline for PS Vita. During E3, and again shortly after E3, Sony confirmed they are no longer working on any AAA games for their own platform. The PS Vita TV, which was named PlayStation TV in the West, was officially discontinued. Nier, the GPS-based app that Sony touted at launch, was also discontinued.
Damn.
And while 2015 had the same steady release of quality indie and Japanese games, the platform was slowly fading into obscurity. Games
game
like
is
Warrior's
that?
Lair and Bioshock Vita had long been cancelled. Many publishers have left or never even started, and Vita's core services like social apps and PlayStation Mobile were now being shut down. In September 2015, Sony Worldwide Studios president Shuhei Yoshida sat down with Ollie Welsh during EGX 2015 to talk about his 20 years at PlayStation, during which Shuhei was questioned about the possibility of a PS Vita 2.
Because people have, mobile phones, smartphones, and it's so easy to just play games on smartphones, and most of games.
I mean,
on
true.
smartphones
That's
are
true
free.
too.
So I hope,
Nah, he's spitting too, because I didn't even think about that. Sometimes we just don't think about that. As much as I would love a new handheld, we got smartphones. Literally, smartphones, if anything, are more powerful than the consoles that they would release. So we would just play the shit on our fucking phones.
Many of you that this culture of playing portable games continue, but the climate is not healthy for now.
Yeah.
And because of the huge dominance.
You said
of,
modern phones
mobile
run better than
games.
PS4s? Yeah, bro.
By early 2016, PS Vita TV was now discontinued in Asia. Worldwide sales for the platform were somewhere around 12 to 13 million after 4 years on the market. Despite abysmal sales and the closure of many services, Sony continued manufacturing and general third-party support. Games continued to release on a regular basis, and the system even saw a full release for World of Final Fantasy in October 2016, day and date with the PS4 version. But as the months progressed, big shows like E3, TGS, Paris Games Week, and even PSX passed by with very little mention of Vita, as the company focuses primarily on the very successful PS4 and their very early entry into the VR space with PSVR. And in March specifically, Sony opened a new division called Forward Works. This company would instead work on PlayStation games for iOS and Android. Early 2017 started off with two things: the closure of PlayStation Now on PS Vita and the release of Nintendo Switch, a platform which by and large makes Vita more irrelevant than ever before. However, by June 2017, Sony Interactive Entertainment America President and CEO Sean Layden said Vita is still a viable platform. Though he openly admitted it couldn't get over the hump in America and Europe, he said the platform is still viable in Japanese and Asian markets, and that it's still his favorite portable and he travels with it all the time. But for gamers and even smaller developers, Nintendo Switch was now the place to look for portable gaming. For the remainder of the year, all eyes were on the Switch as the platform started to see a
I mean, I wish I could get the LCD Vita. I think they sell it on eBay in some places, but it's kind of like, damn. If I were to get a Vita again, which I already have a Vita, but I want the LCD one just because it has better battery life. Just homebrew that bitch and just download everything for the free ski.
Substantial amount of support from independent developers. Fast forward to early 2018, and Sony announces there will no longer be PS3 or Vita games added to the Instant Game Collection for PlayStation Plus after March 2019. A few months later, Sony announces physical game cartridges for Vita will no longer be produced by 2019 for North America and Europe, but they will continue for Japan beyond 2019. Along this sentiment, Sony Interactive Entertainment President and CEO John Kodera gave the PS Vita a general deadline of 2020, admitting that the platform is essentially over in America and Europe, but will miraculously continue another 2 years in Japan. Today, presently, PlayStation Vita has sold somewhere around 16 million units after 6 years.
16 mil? Not too bad. They want 100 trillion million. Yo, I never
Vita
liked
was set
Knack.
for success, and Sony missed the mark. Expensive proprietary memory cards, non-existent marketing, and a quick drop in first-party support all halted the platform's growth substantially. And while all those ring true, Sony still managed to push out Uncharted, Hot Shots Golf, Little Big Planet, Killzone, Tearaway, Soul Sacrifice, Gravity Rush, and a few third-party AAA games all within the first 2 years. It could download PSP games and use the second stick to remap old games and make them better. It supported many PS1 classics from the PlayStation Store and got native remasters for some of the very best PS2 games. The platform had everything for success and yet couldn't make a fraction of the impact the PSP did. It launched with arguably far better games than the PlayStation 3 did, with a much smaller price tag, and ultimately didn't come close to that either. While the 3DS did quite well, it hasn't even reached half the sales of its predecessor. It begs the question, was Sony entirely to blame, or did market conditions also dramatically harm the Vita?
You see, I wonder if people still
both.
playing Killzone.
And yet for a platform,
I feel like Killzone's too out of date, bro. Like Killzone 2 for the PS3 was fucking clunky. And then Killzone for the PS Vita was also very clunky. Even though you have both of these sticks, I remember that game always being very clunky and wonky. Killzone gotta just stay dead.
That sold so little, it managed to have a constant stream of games for a full life cycle, with developers who made a living on it, and fans who were incredibly vocal.
And it's like, to make shooters right now, I feel like it's pointless because people are just going to always gravitate either towards, like, you know, popular shit like Rainbow Six Siege, Call of Duty, Valorant, PUBG. It's like if Killzone comes back out like, oh, we're another shooter, people are going to be like, man, I'm not hopping on that shit.
Supportive, and it continues to receive new games today. PlayStation Vita may have failed, but it failed gracefully.
It failed gracefully. Ah, man. R.I.P. Vita. R.I.P. Vita. But the Vita's still a beautiful console nonetheless. He said my top 5 black people. Well,
we did top 5 white people the other day, so now it's time for the definitive top 5 black people of all time.
Why is KSI on the top right? I'm reacting to KSI React. Hell nah. Hell nah. Reactception?
Yo, I finished that little meme. I wanted to make it since September to practice tracking with Mocha Pro in After Effects. It's only now that I managed to get the result wanted. I suggest you put the video in loop. Also, facts. Link.
He said put the video in loop. Why you want the video in loop? Alright. Trying to catch that one motherfucker who keeps rage baiting retro. Unibot. Ozzy on my soul. Put Ozzy and I guess so in that shit. No. Where's I guess so, bro? Zazu? No, I guess he'll be walking in here and being like, yo, where's the NTR at, bro? And I'm like, what? You missed I guess so. Momtro? Alright, buddy. What is... Alright, bro. Okay, man. I don't even get the ending. I'm just confused, bro. Thank you, Kless. Thank you, Kless, bro. Thank you, bro.
What's going on, guys? Today I bring you another vlog with ZR32.
Bro, you sent me a 7-minute video of a bro picking up his little brother from elementary school on a Skyline GTR. I don't know shit about cars.
Sidewalk. Ethan, what did you do today?
Man, I don't give a fuck. My bro was flexing in front of kids. Oh my god, you said my mom's a rage baiter? Iron Lung? I'm gonna be honest, I ain't watching this shit either because I don't even follow Markiplier this hard to even know, like, what is this Iron Lung thing?
Wait, what's this video about again?
Saber, I already told you we're doing.
I said, what the hell are... What is the title of this? What the hell are gender swap episodes? No! Get me the fuck out of here. They be doing that shit in certain shows where they turn Finn from Adventure Time and then he out of the blue just gets hips and titties and shit, and I'm like, nah, then motherfuckers start getting horny. Bro. That's just, I feel like the gender swap shit in cartoons is just to get people horny. I'm convinced. AAA Mario is game of the year.
The AAA Mario.
Bro, again, bro. Soa Lindo, count your fucking days. Count your days, bro. Yo, I told you this fucking Mario video keeps coming back to my shit.
Mario game is the best real fake game on the market right now.
No, it's not, bro. This Mario shit is ass.
As it perfectly satirizes the way
this shit look like it was made in PlayStation Dreams,
the
bro.
AAA gaming experiences all seem to meld into one.
A coin. This could be useful. Whoa. I'm Super Mario.
Oh, I'm about to end it, bro. Come on. You said Fiona and Cake? Digga. It's a game about digging? That trailer was ass. It's like, I don't even know what's happening. Bro's just standing with a shovel. You could have given me a tiny bit more context. Tokyo Drift in real life? Bro sending me the long videos. Tokyo Drift? Bro digs?
Let's go.
This is the coolest thing I ever done.
Dang, you got that 360 turning angle right there.
Bro, the steering wheel being on the right side will throw me off hard. But I'm not gonna lie, I kind of already drove vehicles like that.
All right, so cool. We out of here.
A lot of YouTubers, when they come to Japan to make videos, they showcase up garages and a couple other places where...
Bro, it's the same motherfucker from the other video. Bro, are you advertising bro's channel? Yo, Soa Linda, who are you, bro? You like sending me nonstop videos of this guy with the big ass. Bro got some like lip filler lips.
It does not matter, miss. You don't know what happened, so you just saying anything. You don't
Suck my dick.
You need to die.
You need to die.
Suck my dick. You need to die. Stop playing with me now.
Suck my dick. I'm booting up Nikkei, bro. I'm booting up Nikkei. Give me a second. We gotta start playing a little bit of that that shit. We gotta see how these shits. I got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, baby. We got 2 bosses left in Union Raid. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, the guitar sound crazy. Yo, grandma smells like shit. Hold on. Give me a sec, chat. Let me know if y'all hear the audio. Mad loud. Hell yeah, y'all hear that shit. Y'all definitely heard that shit. I know y'all heard that shit.